All right, welcome back to day 2 of Flirt Like a Pro. Guys, how are you all? Can you hear me? Can you see me? How was day 1 for all of you? किन किन को नींद नहीं आई? Type in the chat box. How was day 1? How many of you was not able to sleep? How many of you got completely blown away and got a different perspective about things you are doing in life from the past 20 years? मेरे लिए तो लास्ट पार्ट सुनकर नहीं आई. Awesome. Great, 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 great. So let's start with today's session. First of all, give me some energy. How many of you are ready for today's session and tomorrow's session? Because today and tomorrow's session is combined. So someone who is not joining today's session and then directly joining tomorrow's session, that person will not understand anything. Today's and tomorrow's session is one big session of 9-10 hours. All right. नहीं पर cute feeling हुआ मेरे date में. All right. So how many of you are ready for today and tomorrow's session? That is a big concept which you would never realize from anybody, any book, any foreign author, no coach, nothing, because I did not learn this from anybody. This is my subconscious things I do from the past 5-6 years, the day 2 and day 3, 6 stages to a woman's heart. How many of you are ready to learn this step-by-step process of how do you actually make a girl fall in love with you? Do you think I'm bragging? I am not. This is exactly the process. Everybody does the same thing. There is no exception to this rule. It is not a guideline. It is a rule. This is exactly how girls fall in love with you. All right. How many of you are ready? Type in the chat box yes and give me some energy. All right. Type, get linked with me. Otherwise, see, this is not a conscious course, as I already told you yesterday also. This is not a conscious course. This is a subconscious course. Forget it. Whatever I taught you yesterday, never think, how will I learn these things? How will I remember these things? You don't have to become Jaskaran. You don't have to become a coach. You have to only understand whatever you're understanding and forget the rest. And when you keep on rewatching, keep on revising, you keep on getting this thing again and again and again inside your brain. So don't try to assimilate all that and oh my god मेरे दिमाग में install हो जाएगा. तुम वही चीजें समझते रहो जो मैं समझा रहा हूँ. That is my promise to you at the end of day 7. Yes, you heard it right. It is a 7 days course now from Monday to Sunday. Boom. I was not doing it on Friday, but I am not able to complete it in Sunday if I don't take Friday. So it is a 7 days course now. And it is a 7 days course now. So don't think you will not remember the day 1. That is my promise to you. At the end of day 7, you will remember everything. I'll make sure you know exactly what to do at what point, what to talk about. You will never fall short of words and short of concepts. All right. So don't think ये भारी है, ये है, वो है. आगे जाके सब कुछ simplify होता जाता है. Let's move on and see first personality types you're going to find out. And this is an amazing topic. You will love it because this is something, it's like kind of a type of people you're going to meet which you never understand, to be very honest. Ki you kind of only know 10%, 90%, but there is a lot of composition of that 90% category. So what is that composition of 90% category? First, she's an introvert. First composition is she's an introvert. मुझे ना ये बड़ा करने दो. हाँ, अब आया ना मजा. She is an introvert. What does that mean? Meaning तो कुछ नहीं है. भाई, you only said कि there is nothing called introvert, extrovert. That is my realization of life. Do you think girls know that? No. All right. By introvert means shy, she is not social, she doesn't know how to talk and all that, and she's scared of you or dating or relationship. Scared if you are going to cold approach her, she's going to be scared of you. But you might still find them on dating sites. So if they are scared of this thing, relationships, dating, and you, or going out on a date or anything, sex, kissing, then why are they on dating sites? Just to have fun. How many of you have used Tinder and Bumble and found these girls on dating sites, but they actually don't want anything out of it? It's like they're just having fun, they're just getting bored, and they say, just let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And at the end of the day, they kind of have this thing in mind, I will never give my number to anybody. So she is open to talk, but you need to create rapport with them until or unless they are not going to be directly talking to you. Like, okay, you just talk to her for 5 minutes and afterwards you're going to, ask her number, so she'll give you the number. How do you understand she's an introvert? Most of them tell only. And if you don't understand, I ask them, are you an introvert? And most of them will tell, because it is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be ashamed of. Let me tell you, it is something to be ashamed of, but they think it is not, because it's a fancy word, right? It is not shy. If I ask them, are you shy? Then also they think it is not something to be ashamed of. That if I ask them, are you scared of talking to people? Then she'll be ashamed. But introvert is the same thing, but they don't understand it. So you can ask them, are you an introvert? Are you a little shy? She might say that. And once she says that, then approaches are quite different. You keep on maintaining rapport with them, talk to them for 20 minutes, 25 minutes then on Tinder, and then make it easy for them to kind of give you the number. Or better thing is, have a call on Tinder or Bumble. Have a call on Tinder or Bumble. All right. Go after the vibe line. All right. So this is something how you can adjust. But why am I saying that 90%? This girl is going to also reject you. But you might think, oh, she's a 90% girl. Yes, she is a 90% girl. But the reason is that she's an introvert. Not because she does not like you specifically. Second, how many of you have met this type of girl? Uptight. How have you ever met a girl who is uptight? No matter what you do, she just stays away from these topics. She's uptight. She's like a bitch. She's masculine. Now, this girl is very different. This girl is very different than the introverts. These are extroverts, but hardly interested in anything. You will never find such girls on dating sites also, because they think it's like a shame to be on a dating site. They don't have any curiosity in life. They are like robots who keep on focusing on career and growth. Have you ever found those girls in your life ever? I have found many girls in my articleship firm. There was a girl who was always studying like a robot, and she used to look like a Barbie doll. All right. Second was in my Infosys. There is a girl who is so pretty, but she's so uptight that she's not able to find anybody, because she's not able to willing to. They are like anti-vulnerable. They are never vulnerable in front of anybody. They are so masculine that they forget the feminine side of themselves. So they want attention, and if someone does not give them, they get upset. This is real hard nut to crack, and mostly attract either wimpy guys. No, Tarun, you're not trying to understand. Uptight is not the girl you are telling. See, I'll teach you one thing. Girls want attention AFT, no matter what type of girl you're talking about. ये चीज दिमाग में रख लो. Girls want attention AFT all the fucking time. Attention is their game. Attention is everything what they want. If she does not want attention, she's not a girl. So it does not matter which type of she always wants attention. Every femininity wants attention. This type of girl is actually the opposite. She does not really care about anything. She doesn't care about anything. So she's like career oriented, growth oriented. These are like a type of robots you're going to talk about. This is a real hard nut to crack. To seduce this type of girl, it's very hard. You need to be either too masculine. It's like that she gets scared of you, or you need to be very feminine. But then also she is going to just jerk you around. She will not respect you. She might come in a relationship just for society pressure. Okay, I have to marry somebody. But getting inside her heart is very difficult, and mostly attract either wimpy guys. That is, wimpy guy means nice guys whom she can jerk around, or ultra masculine guys. And ultra masculine guys are the guys with whom they actually fall in love. They are significance driven. They are significance driven. Significance driven means ego driven. Of course, I'll teach you that on day 7. It's an advanced topic. They are significance driven. Adul is asking, is there a way to increase the feminine energy of a girl? Yes, I'll teach you on day 7. It's something called a superior masculinity. I'll teach you what does that mean. And once you become a superior masculine guy, she will automatically come in feminine. I have made this type of girl also come in her feminine. And guys used to be jealous of me. Why does she talk to you very differently? And why does she boss me around? One of my friends who was in Infosys, he used to say this. Why does she talk to you very differently? She was my manager, and why does she kind of jerk us around? Because of the difference of the way I used to talk to her. All right. So they are significance driven, ego driven. They are not fully connected with their emotions, and they hate and avoid awkward silences. These are the type of girls who would always get away from awkward silence, because awkward silence are kind of sexual, and they get away from these things. They can be kinky and horny and have sex just to blow off steam. They'll be very difficult to make a vulnerable feminine girl. So my idea is, can I convert this girl into a feminine girl? Yes, I'm going to teach you on day 7. Should you convert? No. Stop wasting time and find a feminine girl. Understood both the things? Can I? Yes. Should you? No. I don't care. So this is the game. Third, dash. Narcissists. Have you met a narcissist who just does not care about anybody other than things related to herself? Have you ever met a narcissist before? What do you mean by narcissist? These are like very, narcissist means like unko kuch aur nahi dikhta apne alawa. Not because of ego. That is ego actually, but they are like very self-absorbed. And they are self-absorbed because they never learned this game of giving. So they don't really want to give anything to anybody. They just keep on counting their money, their value. Oh my god, मुझे तो नहीं hurt कर दिया. Oh my god, मुझे तो नहीं कुछ बोल दिया. Hey, मेरे तो नहीं bag ले गया. मेरा तो नहीं time ले गया. And they are like completely driven by their own self. Have you ever met a narcissist girl or a girl who is like self-serving? She doesn't really care about anybody. Mostly these girls are unattractive. Have you noticed that? Mostly these girls are unattractive. Because attractive girls kind of talk to a lot of people, and these type of girls, if they become self-serving, then they'll be at risk, because a guy can be a psycho and try to kill her. So she kind of understands this social intelligence. So they kind of develop how to live in a society in a polite way. These are the type of girls, mostly they are unattractive girls. जिनको कोई पूछता नहीं, कुछ नहीं. So होता क्या है basically कि they never develop this social skill of talking to people. How do you talk? So they are in their monkey zone only. वो मतलब आदिवासी की जिंदगी जी रहे होते हैं. They don't even know humanity आ गई है, उनको कुछ नहीं पता. So they are like अपनी ही life, मेरी family. अपनी family के बारे में तो बहुत कुछ बोलेंगे, किसी और का बाढ़ में जाए. so self-serving creatures and do not really care about anybody. They only operate their life with mathematics and transactions. मैंने ये दिया, तूने ये दिया, मैंने ये दिया, तूने ये दिया, 10 रुपए भी मांगेगी बाद में जाके. So these are the type of girls, they might be very emotional and sensitive, but when it comes to them, these are the type of girls who like sometimes fall into victim mentality also. You can write this down. Example, victim mentality guys also are kind of falling in this category only, because victim mentality means what? मेरे साथ ही बुरा होता है, मैं कुछ बुरा नहीं करती. So they are very sensitive, they'll cry in front of you, then you will never be able to understand कि यार ये किस category की है. Because point is, you first of all you did not learn this thing, and second is you as a man try to take care of these type of girls, because when they become a victim they start crying and you're like, oh my god, it's okay bacha, and then you start talking badly about her ex-boyfriend without even knowing the true story. How many of you have done that before? Type in the chat box. Just because a girl is bashing about her ex-boyfriend, तुम भी bash करने लग जाते हो, तुम्हें actual में उसकी side की story पता ही नहीं है. So they might be very emotionally sensitive when it comes to their own life. They live in constant fear. They live in constant fear someone is going to steal something from them. All right. I kind of have such combination of such categories. She is not available. This is a composition of 90% girls you're going to find who you think ki yaar, why don't they like me? These are the reasons why don't they like you. It is nothing related to you most of the time. She is not available. No, is it related to you? No. She already has a boyfriend, first mover advantage. She's already in love. Why will she do anything with you until or unless she's not happy in her relationship? Then you can sweep her off and kind of destroy her boyfriend. And happy in her relationship. That's why I mentioned it specifically. And happy in a relationship. Just because a girl has a boyfriend does not mean that she can't fall in love with you also. No. But and happy in her relationship, yes. एक side you say girls are sweet, and दूसरी side any percentage breakdown of these categories. I am talking. See, girls are sweet. This is not percentage breakdown. I can't, because otherwise तो तुम mechanical बन जाओगे. I am just giving you an overall picture. The 90% girls you are going to find, they are also sweet, but at the end of the day, they are also human, and we have to understand what are the type of people. I'll tell you the reason behind this. I'll tell you the reason behind this. Reason why I made this page is to make you really understand whenever a girl rejects you for anything, तुम अपनी self worth पे मत ले जाया करो. It is something to do with her. Do you remember I told you this belief system? This is the reason I created that belief system, because I actually analyzed कि यार she does not give significance to anybody. यार she is an introvert. वो मेरा नहीं, किसी के साथ नहीं बनती उसकी. यार she is narcissist. यार she is not available. So मेरा क्या लेना देना है उसके rejection से? Nothing. That's why whenever a girl rejects me, I kind of don't feel anything. It's like, fuck her, who cares? But overall, we are a lover. This is the way. If someone is rejecting me, I start bashing her all the time. Oh my god, ऐसे कैसे reject कर दिया, कुत्ती कमीनी. ये सब नहीं. I am a lover, so cool. But at the end of the day, this is my perspective. क्या मेरा perspective अच्छा है? Correct. क्या मेरे perspective से दुनिया चलती है? No. But in my perspective, at least I can live my life. So there are going to be these type of girls also. Not much. I have met very less girls who are very self-centered and something like that. So if you really want a percentage, 95 and above percentage girls are going to be sweet only. Only 2 to 3% of girls are going to be like very self-centered. I have met very less girls, like 1 or 2 girls, and उनके साथ भी जब दोस्ती हो जाती है तो they start caring about you. But just because they are scared, they are not bad girls, they are scared, constant fear, because they are stuck in their fear. Their home emotion is fear. You can write this down if you know the concept of home emotion. Home emotion is some emotion in which you live most of the time. So their home emotion is mostly fear, and because of that they are always like this scared, and because of that scarcity they are kind of narcissists. They are also sweet girls. These girls are very sweet with their best friends, even if that guy is a guy, that person is a guy or a girl, they are very sweet with their best friends, but not with general people or normal office people or anybody. Now do you understand the difference? How many of you understood it? Type in the chat box. She is not available, she is happy in her relationship. ऐसी लड़कियों को तो भूल जाओ, 100 में से 50% लड़कियां यही मिलेंगी. They are already committed, you can't do anything about it. She is dash in recent part. She is dash in recent past. Hurt. She's gloomy, dark, has trust issues. She's open for dating only if you develop high value and a lot of trust with her. All right. So these are the type of girls you're going to mostly find. These are the type of girls, until or unless she's a happy girl. This is the type of girl. And if you don't understand anything I told you, what? Always assume she's a hurt girl. So these are the type of girls you will mostly find whenever you're dating a girl if she has already been in a relationship before. Because वो relationship जो टूटा होगा ना, वो गंदे terms पे ही टूटा होगा most probably. So how do you deal with these type of girls and all? वो तो हमने just explain women's brain में कर लिया था. So these are the type of girls you will again find. Now she has trust issues on mankind. She does not have trust issues on you specifically. She has trust issues on men in general. So what's going to happen is she's going to reject you. You think, oh my God, मेरी गलती है कोई. That is the reason I am teaching you these things. कि these are also the reason because of which, plus the reason which you think that her attraction level towards you is below 5. You can't do anything about it if she's not just attracted. She's just not into you. Kuch bhi kar lo, until or unless what? You transform completely yourself drastically in a long period of time. That is the only way you can convert these type of girls also into 10% girls. थोड़े ज्यादा पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं और कुछ नहीं. That is the reason you don't take rejections personally and only go for 10% women, or kind of bypass these categories so that तुम्हें ज्यादा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत ही ना पड़े. This is called raising your standards. How many of you now understood what is the meaning of raising your standards and previously you never understood it? This is called raising your standards. When you raise your standards, you bypass these categories. But मेहनत and drama क्यों करें? Correct. But these are not individual categories. Most probably you're going to find combination of girls. How many of you agree? How many of you have seen who are in combination? Like she's also an introvert, she also has been hurt in the past, and she's also kind of mainly self-centered or something like that. So mostly these are like combination of categories. I find combination of categories in like a girl who has been uptight. My first girlfriend who was hurt and uptight, and a little bit introvert but uptight more. So she's always going to be combination. So there are many permutation combination इसके ऊपर लग सकते हैं कि she will be this also, that also, that also, that also. Forget all this. Whenever you find someone who is treating other people also the same way, how will you understand? Point is, how will you understand कौन सी है? See, introvert तो पता चल जाता है यार 2 मिनट में. उनसे बात करो, introvert है, पूछो introvert है. She's masculine, सब कुछ पता चल जाता है. Everything you will understand. This will also you will understand. Hurt will you also understand. While talking to them, their main needs is honesty, loyalty, commitment. She has been hurt, and she will tell you about that. She's not attracted, वो भी पता चल जाएगा. Self-serving है. How will you understand this? The way she treats or talks about other people. The way she treats and talks about other people, you'll understand, yeah, she's so selfish. And naturally, I don't get attracted to these type of girls. Correct. So she is uptight. These are very clearly to understand. She's uptight. She's masculine. The way she talks, the way she walks, everything is masculine about her. तो समझ जाओ कि she is kind of uptight और इसको seduce करना वरना बहुत difficult है. That is the thing. Now you will better understand what am I actually doing. Now out of those 10% girls, 1% girls are easily available. 9% girls थोड़े से पापड़ बेलने पड़ते हैं. अब बेलते हैं पापड़ होता क्या है. And now we'll understand how do you get into the heart of these type of girls who are in this category of 9%. Yesterday I told you that 6 stages of love, pathway to her heart, reason why things die even before starting. What is this? I'll tell you how did I come up with this nonsense. Why do I call it nonsense? Nonsense तो नहीं बोलना चाहिए वैसे, अच्छा concept है. Point ये है कि I used to have this kind of thing कि you know very general idea. Yeah, first we have to develop connection with somebody and okay, develop connection, then we have to escalate things and then kind of we fall in love. But I did not understand what do you mean by developing connection. हाँ, open है, ठीक है, humor है, ये है, वो है. But what is it? Like, what is first? What is second? What is third? And then that thing kind of made me go very deep into it. And it took me weeks and weeks to come up with it. I told you, right? I used to wake up every day and write things down, wake up every day, write things down, and created pages and pages of this thing. And when it finally, you know, combined, something else only came up with it. How many of you remember 6 woman needs? Obviously, you all remember. How many of you loved the concept of 6 woman needs? Six woman need is a kid in front of this. 6 woman need is a kid in front of this. This is a monster concept. 6 woman need is mostly emotional needs. You will understand अब यहाँ पे 6 woman need भी कैसे fit होगा कि what is this, like 6 stages of love, 6 woman needs, क्या रट्टे बजवा रहे हो, सीए कर रहे हैं क्या हम? No, you will understand everything, but only tomorrow at the end of the workshop you'll understand how do they play together. But understand one thing, this is the step-by-step procedure. This is not some theoretical gyanbaji. I'm going to give you step-by-step procedure of what to do, what not to do exactly. And how many of you used to have this doubt only, even after watching UDM, you did not understand what to do, exactly what to do. Where do you focus on? What do you talk about? How do you transition from one thing to another? I told you transition, but how? Examples. So this is something which creates the juice and exact pathway to her power according to my understanding of the past 6 years. And this is how exactly I have got all my dates and girlfriends and everything, everybody who has fallen in love with me. Reason why things die even before starting is because they don't follow the route. So this will become day 2 and day 3 will become your Bible of love. I'm not kidding. This will become your game. This will become your thesis on the basis of which you're going to do things from today and tomorrow. After tomorrow, your game will completely shift. Yesterday, I shifted your game mentally. Tomorrow, practically, you will shift this game when you start applying this. So there are 3 phases in which things happen. And these are the phases. These are not some fundamental gyan. This is the game. There is no other exception to it. Phase 1, you have to build connection. Chahe arrange marriage ho, kuch bhi ho. They can marry you. They will not fall in love with you. I am talking about love. I am not talking about marriage and all. Marriage is a lower concept than love. So phase 1, connection building, stage 1, 2, 3, we are going to just build connection. And phase 1 only we are going to do today because it's a big concept. Mazak nahi hai connection building. Yahi pe to phaste hain. This is the game which people don't understand. Connection hi build nahi hota. Either to they directly come to sexual part or they directly come to loving part. Have you done that before? You directly come to phase 3. How many of you have directly come to phase 3 in the past? They start talking about love after talking friendly. So after talking like a friend, you directly jump to phase 3. That's the reason they shoot you down. Hold your horses, man. You don't even know me yet because you never developed connection. You never escalated. How can you jump to phase 3? Yo. All right. Phase 2 is escalation. That is sexual tension, sexual escalation, everything about it, and falling in love stage 5 and 6. Without wasting time, let's move on. 6 stages of love. Notice the colors also behind these banners. This is a green color. That means you need a green signal for her. She has a red, what? Ice. She has a red gate in front of her eyes. How do you break that? With green. You need a green signal from her. All right. What makes a girl like you fast? Type in the chat box. I want everybody to type in the chat box so that it gets stored inside your conscious brain and subconscious brain. What makes a girl like you fast? Smooth talking. No, wrong answer. Om, humor and attraction. Yes. Humor. Humor. Sense of humor. यहां पे नहीं लिख पाओगे क्योंकि मैं खुद ही नहीं लिख पाया था, तो ऊपर लिख लो यहाँ पे, क्योंकि ये बैनर की वजह से वो लिखा नहीं जाता, नहीं लिखा जा रहा ना, तो यहाँ लिख लो ऊपर ह्यूमर, सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर. Because of black and white printout, you might not be able to write it down over here. Am I correct? Write wherever you want. Sense of humor. Now, today I am going to open up your brain so much. This is the first thing you have to make a connection with. First thing, not smooth talking, not flirting skills, nothing. Sense of humor. Humor. You have to make her laugh. That is your first target whenever you meet a girl. If you can't make her laugh, you're gone. How many of you in your past lost the chance because you just did not make her even laugh also? How many of you can relate to it? Type in the chat box. So although she can like you for many things, attraction, your mission, purpose, your niceness or caring nature, but that is just being passive. Passive means ki she likes all this, but what else? What's next? If you want to actively do something to make her like you fast, it is the ability to make her, type in the chat box, laugh. Success, job, money, car, whatever you have, all that is a waste if you don't have personality. If you don't have a personality, I told you, right? Personality has 20% impact, and all these things, success and rocket shipness, has 10% impact. And that is also a waste of time if you have no personality. Why girls love sense of humor? Why girls love sense of humor? एक एक करके चलेंगे. Why do you think girls love sense of humor? Don't see the workbook. अपने दिमाग से खोलो, because if you're not going to participate, you will never understand, because this is too much information, man. This is too much information. The only way you can learn this information is when you participate and open up your brain. So why do you think girls love sense of humor? अपना answer दो. Just because I wrote it in workbook, that is not my, it's like patthar ki lakeer. There can be many reasons according to you also, which I also learn from you people. But what do you think? Laughter opens them up. Yes, breaks the ice. पर bore नहीं होना. Correct. It lightens her up. Very good. What else? Lightens the mood. She has a stiff mood, right? It lightens it up. Office में भी serious, घर में भी serious, not wanting. So she wants kind of a different type of experience with you. Otherwise तो तुम वही दोस्त ही हो, फिर फायदा क्या है तुम्हारे और किसी और इंसान में? correct, feels relaxed and stress free, makes connection with when we both enjoy together. So basically what all you are saying falls in this category only, that women like to laugh and feel good. How many of you agree? How many of you ever seen girls, no matter uptight bhi ho, every girl likes to laugh? Introvert ho, extrovert ho, 90% ho, 10% ho, every girl likes to laugh. Do you agree? There is no girl who will say, no, I don't like to laugh. Who will say that? No human being likes to say this thing that I don't like to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine also, but laughter is the best addiction also. You get addicted to laughing. So women like to laugh and feel good. But that is a very simplistic definition. Girls are usually happy souls. They can't stay sad for long. They need someone who can make them light and do time. Haan. EGT kya? Every girl likes to laugh. Yes. Second, this is the bigger reason now. And this reason you might not have heard before. This thing, this concept was brought about by a person called David Deida. So David Deida was a type of person who was kind of a relationship coach. He was a spiritual coach actually. He is a spiritual coach, and he brought up this concept of femininity and masculinity. And in one of his seminars, he told this, which got very famous. That is, the real reason is having a sense of humor is a masculine privilege, which feminine energy doesn't even know about. Having a sense of humor is a masculine trait. It is masculinity. Sense of humor. Girls don't have sense of humor. They just laugh. Sense of humor, if a girl is going to have, she's going to access masculinity. Many girls who have a good sense of humor appear mean and bitchy. Use humor as a defense mechanism to not to allow a guy inside her heart. वो पंगे लेती रहती है, टीज करती रहती है लोगों को, leg pulling करती रहती है. ये सब लड़के करते हैं. As they are scared to be vulnerable. They are scared to be vulnerable. Do you want an example of it? How many of you watch comedy nights with Kapil? या कपिल शर्मा शो जो भी है वो. In that, one is Bharti, which blanks, Ketan? Which blanks? Feminine and, अच्छा ये मैंने बताया नहीं. Feminine and polarity will be missing. Feminine and polarity will be missing. So if a girl is too funny, she won't be feminine and polarity will be missing. What is polarity? What is polarity? Sexual attraction between feminine and masculine. So having a sense of humor is a masculine privilege. If a girl is going to be too good at cracking jokes, she's actually going to be masculine. And then polarity will be missing and you won't be very able to connect. See, many guys, they say, oh, I love a sense of humor in a girl. They don't even know what they're talking about. See, how many of you see or ever watched Kapil Sharma show or comedy nights or any comedy show in which there is a girl comedian? If you see Kapil Sharma show, there is one person who is called Bharti. And there are other girls also who are like, you know, cute girls. Oh, who is that girl who comes like a Kapil's wife? वो छुटकी सी क्या नाम है उसका? Shimona, right? Shimona, whatever. So, what is the difference between Sumona and Bharti? What is the difference between Sumona and Bharti? Who is a better comedian? Bharti, do you ever laugh on anything which Sumona says? Do you ever laugh on anything which Sumona says? But you only laugh on the things on which Kapil is laughing, on which Sumona is, kind of fucking it up, and Kapil is making fun of her, and then we laugh. And then, do you kind of have a smile when Sumona is smiling or laughing, and when we are making fun of her? समझ में आया? Do you understand the difference? Sumona is not a comedian. Without Kapil, Sumona is zero. But without Kapil, Bharti is still a comedian, but she is not feminine. She might be, maybe, with her husband, but otherwise, that is her masculine trait. And when a girl is going to have more sense of humor than you, then understand, and if you love her, then understand you are a feminine guy. Nothing is wrong about it, but you need to understand your real identity then. You are a feminine guy and you are with a masculine girl. Will there be a polarity if you are a feminine guy and she's a masculine girl? Think and type. If you are a feminine guy and she's a masculine girl, will there be a polarity? These are very deep topics. Yes. Polarity means what? Feminine, masculine attract. So still the polarity will be there. And these are the two type of relationship you see all around you. Either the guy is feminine or the guy is masculine. And we always attract our opposite charge. We always attract our opposite charge. So that is the reason women instantly like a guy who can make her laugh and feel this, because her feminine energy opens up. Because it is kind of a masculine trait. Do you like it when a girl laughs, smiles, blushes? Yes. We don't like sense of humor. We like feminine energy. How many of you truly got a real bulb on moment and you never actually thought about this thing before and you thought they also have sense of humor? So they are scared to be vulnerable. They are scared to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be a goofy kid. Two type of humor you're always going to find around you. Now, let's make it more interesting. What are the two type of humors? One is verbal humor, obviously intelligent observations, which is called wittiness. If you are witty, now I'm talking about you, I'm not talking about girls. What is your humor? Wittiness. Wittiness, that is intelligence. Basically, this is a logical word game which comes from extraordinary capabilities and knowledge to analyze your environment, like Sherlock Holmes. Masculine privilege, Ketan. Like Sherlock Holmes. Masculine privilege. Analyze your environment like Sherlock Holmes. This shows you are intelligent as well as witty. For example, just one example, when a girl is wearing wrong pair of socks and you point it out and say, आज लेट उठी थी क्या जो जबरदस्ती में socks गलत socks पहन के आ गई? Now this shows that, okay, like you're observing it and you are kind of witty. And Vishnu does not understand Hindi. So Vishnu, we are actually saying ki, did you wake up late that you are wearing wrong pair of socks? So I have written this in Hindi. All right. Second type of example can be, I heard this example from one person. This does not happen with me. So he was like, he went to a restaurant and over there the food was really great. So he used to go there habitually. So he kind of knew about what the waitress over there, and he kind of also talked to her once. And afterwards he was kind of, you know, buying something else from some other restaurant, and the waitress from that restaurant was wearing that apron only, but she was buying something from other restaurant also, and she was also there. So how can you make an intelligent observation even if you did not know her? In this example, he already knew her, but even if you did not know her, for example, चलो छोड़ो यार, इसको क्या complicate करते हैं. What if you meet a girl who is wearing some shirt in on which McDonald's is written, और वो Burger King पे कुछ ना कुछ मंगवा रही है, खा रही है, and you find it out, most of you are going to ignore this. But if a person who has intelligent observation and who can create humor, you can always say, oh, so this is where you get your secret ingredients from. And you're kind of pulling her legs, you're kind of blaming her that, oh my God, तुम्हारी company यहाँ से चोरी करती है, but you are being very cute also. So she will laugh on it. And this shows your intelligence also, because all the guys are going to ignore it. Something like that. This is called intelligence observation. There can be many things. You will keep on coming up. I'll keep on giving you the examples of it. But just moving on, Tony Robbins said that, right? Secret ingredients. Secret. No, not this example. This example, someone else said that. Second, dash jokes. Lame jokes. Lame jokes. Comedy nights with couple is fully based on, not fully, 90% based on lameness. How many of you agree? And you still enjoy it? They are not based on intelligent observation. They are based on lame jokes. Weird stuff they do, which has no surpair. This is the best kind, as it is weird. Lameness means stupid, lame, with no intelligence behind it. Kind of poor jokes. But counterintuitively, we start liking poor jokes. You type in Google what lame means exactly, तो मुझे नहीं पता क्या definition है इसकी. अब lame का मैं आगे क्या करूँ? Lame is an English word only, Vishnu. This is the best kind, as it is weird and unpredictable. A woman never knows what's coming next. So this intelligent observation, witty kind of personality, at some point becomes serious. At some point, he stops making her laugh, because he becomes serious, like a Sherlock Holmes trying to analyze everything. This kind of guy can have a lot of fun with women for the rest of their life. So this is the best kind. I use this. I am a lame person. And what's coming next, she never understands. No matter how much she says, she hates lame jokes. Every woman loves it. How many of you agree? Type in the chat box. How many of you have seen girls, no matter how much they say, I don't like lame jokes, and whenever you keep on cracking, they always laugh? How many of you have seen that before? So never listen to girls when they say, oh, I don't like lame jokes. Forget it. For example, I love it here. I said it, I mean it, I'm here to represent it. So this is a weird thing Hank Moody says in Californication. वो 5th season and last season में ही बोलता है कि whenever he's like, so one of his agent, so उस show में है क्या, he is a writer and he has an agent. So agent said, oh my God, you have an offer. And he said, oh, I have to come to New York for it. And then he said, yes. And okay, fine. And when his soulmate also says, I'll also come to New York. Oh, wow, I love it. I said it. I'm here to represent it. And then everybody starts laughing, because this does not mean anything. Understand? But the way he says these weird things, it always makes me laugh and always makes everybody laugh. So you can always have these kind of things, but one thing, you have to practice it. I said it. I love it. I'm here to represent it. You have to practice these things in a way, in exactly how he says, bar bol ke, so that You apply that on one person, another person, and kind of after 4 or 5 times, it will get anchored and it will come automatically to you. All right. I love that top. It's really cute. Where did you get it? I also want one. So many people can compliment, but they just leave the compliment as it is, like at the sweet spot, but never leave the compliment at sweet spot. Always keep it salty. Always kind of most probably make her laugh. So you can always say, I love that top. It's really cute. You can always say this and leave it here. This is a compliment. But how do you make it more humorous? Where did you get it? I also want one. As if I'm showing that I am a girl. This is humor. All right. When I was in, Master Prashant is saying, when I was in college, I used to ask girls, WhatsApp chalati ho? Then she says, haan. Then she expect I asked her number, but I said, tum chalane mein piche baith jaunga. It really works. And so many girls in college. This is a good thing. This is actually a good joke. This is a good joke. You can copy paste this joke which Prashant is saying. And you can use this on Tinder also. WhatsApp chalati ho, tum chalana mein piche baith jaunga. It's a good joke actually. Right? So, sexual humor. Sexual humor. If a girl says, I love wearing thong, क्या दोबारा भेजो? ऊपर है प्रशांत का. Sexual humor. If a girl says, I love wearing thongs, then most guys कट गया. 1 second, I'll copy paste. प्रशांत copy paste करके भेजना यार उसको. Now understand. Imagine you are with a girl. Now she's playing with you. And she says, I love wearing thong. पहली बात, आधों को तो यही नहीं पता thong क्या होता है. तुम्हें इतना पता है कुछ ना कुछ sexual है. And most of you will kind of get conscious कि मैं बोलूं क्या. दिल से बताना, how many of you agree? How many of you will get conscious? How many of you will be able to diffuse this? Because sometimes when a girl starts talking sexually, when you are not ready, you get very conscious and scared and you don't know what to say. Okay. If you like wearing thongs, okay. I like pink panties. Oh, okay. मैं क्या बोलूं? Because you will get conscious. Because you don't know how to handle this energy. And sometimes girls are just testing, just to see. Girls are kinky. You don't understand girls, buddy. Girls are smarter than you. So, sexual humor is if a girl says, I love wearing thong, this, that, I love this color of panties. Oh, tell me. Tell me too. Just 2 days ago, I did this game and she started laughing like crazy because this is the type of answer they never expect. Guys don't wear thongs. So, or, oh, really? Which color? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. So this is a little sexual humor you can create. When you're talking to a girl from Tinder, I feel unsafe with you. I think you just want to get in my pants and use me. Girls always laugh on this. I've used this line so many times. Whenever a girl is kind of, I don't know who you are, then you also say, I also don't know who you are. Maybe you just want to get in my pants. And then she always starts laughing because no guy says that. Guys always kind of try to justify it. And then you let her justify that she is not a vulturous person who wants to just get on top of you. All right. So this is the verbal gameplay you can create. I am going to teach you so many examples. I am just going to give you few examples right now so you can carry on this journey. Humor which is non-verbal. And this is a kind of humor, if someone is able to do this also, then also she'll laugh even if you don't have anything coming up in your mind. Many guys, how many of you guys have been in a situation where you are with a girl and you were so awkward and you did not know what to say? Have you been in a situation like that and you were so confused what to say? मैं क्या बोलूं, कितना awkward हो रहा है? Because you were asking a wrong question. Your question should be, how do I make her feel something? How do I make her laugh? And how do I make her laugh is very different question than asking what to say, because what to say kind of limits your possibilities. How do I make her laugh? I can do a lot of things. मैं गुदगुदी कर सकता हूं उसकी. I'm not kidding. So the silly thing you do, acting, usual facial expressions and body language, आवाजें निकाल रहे हो. Anything you do, it will make her laugh. क्या कर रहे हो? So you have to laugh first and she will start laughing. How many of you started laughing just because I started laughing? This is called yogurt knows yogurt. All right, you can always start laughing yourself. She'll start laughing. Say anything and she'll say, what did you say? And you start laughing like crazy for next 5 minutes. And she'll just start laughing by seeing you only start laughing. And this is so simple to make her laugh. How many of you got a bulb on moment at this point? If you just start laughing, only she'll start laughing without any reason. Is there a reason you need for laughing? No. So the silly thing you do, acting, usual facial expressions and body language, staring at a girl, and when she also says something stupid and touching your ears and looking up and see, what do I do? I've done this in gym today. After awkward silence, I started laughing and she also started laughing because girls like to laugh. So they think, oh my God, he's a funny guy. Even if कुछ बोला नहीं होगा अतुल ने. All right. For example, this is something cute I always do. Whenever a girl says something stupid, this is how I pull her legs. Please, God, forgive her. She's innocent. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And she always laughs and punches my shoulder. Shut up. So this is something you can always do. कि भगवान उठा ले. अरे मुझे नहीं, इसको उठा ले. This is हेरा फेरी's line. हेरा फेरी की लाइन है वो. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ, बहुत मजा आता है मुझे. Sometimes I like if a girl is talking a little bit sexual, a little bit, or some double meaning, which she did not mean double, but I understood double meaning thing, and I always say shiv. एक ऐसी छपरी लड़की है, सुबह सुबह ही शुरू हो गई. छपरी नहीं बोलता, छिछोरी लड़की है, सुबह सुबह ही शुरू हो गई. And this always makes her laugh. Staring at a girl, and when she also stares back at you, show your tongue. I have done that so many times. How many of you have played that game? You're looking at a girl, and when she starts looking at you, she always show her tongue also. She copies you like a monkey. Have you ever done that before? Don't think ये कोई kiddish है. Girls are kids. Every girl is a kid inside. This is nothing kiddish about it. This shows you are a fun person. All right. This is something I did. बचपन में करता था ये सब. Yes. ये बचपन ही तो लेके आना है बाहर. This is humor. All right. No matter, even if she is 50 years old, you do this, she will do this. Every girl likes to be kiddish. Did this in marriage last week. And what was her reaction? This is something I did once. This is kind of a little extreme. So we were in maths tuition once, and there was a girl who just sat down, or something happened, I don't exactly remember, and she started, ma'am mera to check kar lo, ma'am mera to check kar lo, and I started imitating her. Mera to check kar lo. Everybody started laughing until next 15 minutes. Ma'am started laughing, she started laughing, everybody, and we are not able to concentrate on studying. Because I exaggerated. You don't need words to create humor. You have to be a fun guy. She'll automatically find you funny and start laughing. Same, and we ate golgappa together. Awesome. I was like this, I can make any girl laugh, but जैसे जैसे बड़े होते गए सारी skills खत्म हो गई because you got, why? You got conscious about yourself. And when you are a kid, you are not conscious about yourself, you are actually having fun in your head. All right. Biggest thing about humor is, write this down somewhere. Biggest thing about humor, write it down somewhere. To be able to create humor, to be able to create humor, you need to first have fun in your head. Before saying something funny, you need to first laugh on your own joke and then say it. This is something I subconsciously do, so I am going to teach you all these things. To be able to create humor, you need to first laugh in your head. You need to find your humor funny first in your head. All right. This is another type of humor I create. It is not a type of, it's a non-verbal humor that is called stuck in a loop. This is I use, it's a very cute thing I do, but you know, don't stretch this humor to a level that she might feel bad about it. बस थोड़ा सा करो और आगे बढ़ जाओ. Transitioning, remember golden rule, transition from it, आगे बढ़ो. So stuck in a loop. Keep repeating what she said or did for 5 times after 2 seconds and irritate her. For example, just 2 days ago, a girl called me and we were talking on call, and just, girls say, hey, sup? Hey, what's up? And I kind of imitated her for the next 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, sorry, 5 times. She said, hey, what's up? And rather than replying to it, I said, what's up? And then she started replying to me, what's up? Then I again, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? So I was like a robot stuck in the loop and she started laughing. Kya hua tumhe? Nothing. So this shows that you are not a serious guy. Is it difficult to make a girl laugh? After knowing these things, do you think it is difficult to make a girl laugh? Or do you think this is so simple? You don't need to become intelligent for that. You need to actually become less intelligent. All right. Second is imitate her. This is something I already told you. Imitating something funny she is doing, the way of her tone, her body language, the way she is walking. When you are on a date with somebody, and if a girl has a very different walking style, if she's like, oh, ass matkari hai apni, to tum bhi uski tarah walk karne lag jao, and she'll notice you, and then she'll be like, mujhe nakal kar rahe ho na? I have done that before. So anything she does, you need to notice that and start doing that. The tone of her voice, keep on stucking in the loop, the way she does something. और उसने अगर छींक भी मारी ना, so you can always say, oh, God bless you, you can hug her, kind of kiddish, art of touching में सिखाऊंगा. और अगर उसने छींक मारी, अच्छो, तो तुम भी बोलो, अच्छो. And you can make her laugh. All right, imitate her. Imitate her. The Kapil Sharma show is based on lame jokes more than witty observations. Can I ask you something? How many of you genuinely thought that you need to become this type of person, intelligent observer, and that's the reason you were not able to make anybody laugh? Type in the chat box. You were stuck over here only, and that's why you were not able to make anybody laugh. All right. Stuck in a loop. What's up? What's up? There can be crores of examples like that. And I keep on telling you that. I'm just introducing these concepts to you. But these are most probably, I told you, for face to face, you imitating her. How do you do that on call? How many of you want to know a concept where you can make a girl laugh within 2 seconds of picking up the call, even if you're talking to her for the first time? How many of you want to know that? This is what I do to instantly break the ice within literally 2 seconds. Whenever you are on call with her, pehli bari call pe ho, boom, she'll start laughing. So you just have to open up that humorous layer. Yesterday we unleashed the lover inside. Today we unleash the joker inside. Don't be afraid to be goofy, kid. How do you make her laugh within 2 seconds? Let's take example by example. Example number 1. Just stay with me on previous page blanks. Stuck in a loop, imitating her. Stuck in a loop, imitating her. Just go example by example. Don't read another example. Stay with me because I'm going to explain this thing, why this works. All right. Example number 1. Whenever she picks up the call, you say, wow, you have such a bold voice. I mean, if you were a lawyer, you would be a justice queen. I have said that so many times. When this is a very specific case when she actually has a bold voice. Have you ever talked to a girl who has a bold voice? बहुत भारी आवाज से बात करती है वो, या फिर उसकी आवाज ही ऐसी है, क्या करे, उसकी फेमिनिन आवाज नहीं है. Although she is a feminine girl, but उसकी आवाज bold है. So you can always say, wow, your voice is so bold. Just I think 6 months, not 6 months ago, pre-COVID, when I was in Infosys Bangalore, so one of my girl who was a friend called me, and within 2 seconds I told, wow, yaar, teri awaaz kitni sexy hai, and she started laughing. I already know that she has a boyfriend, but main hatta hi nahi. If I have to make her laugh, it's my subconscious habit to say this to any girl who I'm talking to. So if you're a lawyer, you would be a justice queen. Between 2-3 seconds only, now she'll start laughing and she'll think that you are a fun guy. He's not a weird guy. He's not a serious type of person. Second, wow, you have a very sensual voice or sexy voice or exotic voice or aesthetic voice. ऐसा लग रहा है कि किसी exotic museum में आ गया हूँ. Wow. Now see how I'm doing these things. These are not the type of things. It's not about just what you are saying. It's about how I am saying these things. Exotic voice, I feel as if I am in an exotic museum, Vishnu, in English. So you have a very sensual voice or exotic voice or aesthetic voice. I am getting that feeling that I am actually in an exotic museum. Wow. And then she'll start laughing, because do you think girls are expecting these type of things? Are you complimenting her? Yes, but in a very funny way. This is a salty compliment. I told you yesterday also about this. This is the best line I use on every girl. This is a general line. I always say this. Salty compliment. तेरी आवाज कितनी cute है ना यार, चूहे जैसी. Means your voice is so cute, like a monkey or rat or a mouse, sorry, or like a Mickey Mouse, you can say. Your voice is so cute, right? Like a Mickey Mouse. And you can say that to girl within 2 seconds, just when they pick up the call, and she'll start laughing and she'll open up with you. Example number 4. Start imitating her tone of voice, how she says hi. This is something I recently started doing in the last 1 year. I learned this thing from actually practicing it with one girl in my job. And then I said, this is such an amazing thing I do. And then I started practicing it on other girls and it works like magic. How? So this instantly makes her laugh when you start imitating the tone of her voice, how she says hi just for 4 or 5 seconds. This will instantly make her laugh. Works mostly with happy women who are like irritated from their life. They might not laugh, but who cares about these type of girls? Most of the girls are going to laugh. For example, many girls have this, cute voice. This is a type of, voice they have. And then I also kind of imitate their own tone, exactly what they are saying. And it always makes her laugh because she understands I am imitating her. All right. Example 5. This is something I do many times. Many times. Everything I do many times. Ghost voice. What does that mean? So normal thing is to say, if she says hi, hello, I say hello. But what I do is, when she says hello, I say hello. As if I am a thief or I am hiding somewhere. Hello. Hi. And so many times girls also start talking in that ghost voice only because they are kids. All girls are kids. They are also like, I used to talk like this with my Infosys senior. So this will create instant rapport with her, and either she will use this to, or at least understand that you are not a boring person, you are a fun person, and tu masti le rahe ho uski. And girls like these kind of guys. Hi, how are you? I'm awesome. और बता, तेरी आवाज कितनी cute है ना यार, चूहे जैसी. So you can combine these two things. You can combine this thing with all the other compliments using funny words. Funny words mean even before the call, on text and voice notes also. So for example, I was talking to this girl and we met on Tinder. From Tinder, literally within 1 minute, I got her number. I'm going to teach you these type of things so fast. How do you convert in ODM, online dating mastery? So within 1 minute, I got her number. And so while on WhatsApp, she kind of misunderstood something. And then I said, Arey, not this nalayak, this. And when she heard that voice note of mine, she started laughing because girls don't expect that a guy whom you met just now will call you nalayak, pagli, pagal. Arey, buddhu, nalayak. And you want to know the magic of that? Then we had this call and she was so open to me on call. Next call, we kind of got very close with 2 calls only. And at the end of the next call, I asked her, like, what do you like in me? Why do you like to talk to me? Because we were having this overnight conversation from the past 2 days. She said, one thing is that you called me Lalayak. This is so weird, but so cute. This is how powerful these funny words are. Pagli, Nalayak, Buddhu. It make it a part of your vocabulary whenever you talk to a girl. Even in gym. अरे पगली वो नहीं ये पगली नालायक बुद्धू अब इंग्लिश में क्या है इंग्लिश में मत बोलना विष्णु इग्नोर दिस पगली मींस मेंटल नालायक मींस stupid buddhu means retarded you can use this only in Hindi, so forget example 6. It is not for you if you don't know Hindi. This is very specific for Hindi. So you can use this in gym. In gym, she says something stupid. Arey nalayak, not this, this. Arey buddhu. Arey, don't use buddhu. I use pagli or nalayak. So, arey pagli, not this, this. And she'll get more connected with you. You remember the concept of assumed familiarity? How many of you remember that? Type in the chat box. What is assumed familiarity? You assume that you are familiar with her. This is how you make her assume. This will make her open up and excited to talk to you even more. Example 7, this also sometimes I do. This is also something I do. Yes, need for security. Very well. If a girl has a collar tune, have you ever called a girl and she has a collar tune? Many girls have this because girls like it. Whenever the girl picks up the call, before that only for 10-15 seconds, when the song is going on, I start singing that song and I keep on singing even if she says hello to me, and she instantly within 2 seconds starts laughing. Or if she does not have a collar tune, you just keep on singing your own song and she'll understand he's a mast guy. Dil se batana, how many of you loved these things and it is so easy to make a girl laugh within 2-3 seconds only? What are you talking about? How many of you loved it? Time in the chat box. Yes. Repeat, please. Repeat what, AB? Abrar, repeat what? I just asked how many of you loved it. Now, how to practice? Take this assignment. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me do one thing. एक काम करो, एक काम करो. I'll give you 5 minutes break. मुझे वॉशरूम भी जाना है. But let me do one thing. पगली नलायक is not a flirting thing. It's something. It's not a flirting thing. Flirting words अलग होते हैं. Is this kind of creating rapport through mirroring? Match and mirror. You're imitating her. So let me do one thing. Bring a blank piece of paper. Bring a blank piece of paper from somewhere, and over the top write flirt like a pro assignments. Write flirt like a pro assignments. इस वर्कबुक में मत लिखना bring a blank for all the 7 days because you will forget assignments कौन सी थी. And then write down, I did not give you any assignment till now, right? Yesterday I did not give you anything. Yes, I gave you one assignment, that visualization game you have to play every day. So day 1 assignment was visualization meditation and that Instagram thing you did na, breathing her beauty. So breathing her beauty plus visualization, that is the assignment for the next 30 days. What else? Assignment for day number 2 is this. All right, write that in that assignment note, and at the end of these 7 days you will have a separate page only in which you have so many assignments. So you kind of don't want to get confused कि यार कौन सी चीज पे कौन सी assignment थी. How many of you loved it? So 8:25 मिलते हैं हम. तुम assignment page लेके आओ और उसमें day 1 की assignment भी लिख लो, which is what? Instagram visualization. Instagram visualizations, which yesterday we did. And second thing was breathing her beauty. And today's assignment is this, so that you all have this assignment note, so that at the end you understand what do you have to do. 8:25 we'll meet. I hope you have written it. And if you want to suggest any other goofy shows have you watched? How many goofy shows have you watched? मुझे तो यही दो पसंद आते हैं. Friends also is one more show, but Friends is kind of, you know, Ross was बहुत ज्यादा nice guy type बंदा है. That's why I don't make you watch that. Jake Peralta in Brooklyn Nine-Nine is not a nice guy. He is a genuine person. And The Office तो अलग ही level है. But बाकी also, if there are many goofy shows you can watch, try to do it rather than just watching. You know, I kind of in The Office there is a person Michael. All right, so I kind of used to imitate him. उसकी हरकतें करने लग गया था मैं. That's what she said. Yes, correct. So use this rather than just, you know, kind of keeping it in your brain only. But use this on your friends first. लड़कों के ऊपर ही. And then you will kind of get inside your subconscious that you will be automatic response whenever someone says something. And then this will come up in girls as well. All right. One more note I want you people to write down is, it's very important thing which I do subconsciously, so I don't want to, you know, let this thing go, because I promised you one thing, I'm going to teach you everything subconscious. That is, note लिख लो कहीं पे, यहां पे लिख लो. After all of these things, make sure you yourself laugh first. After all of these below examples, make sure you yourself laugh first. For example, example 5, you are doing this ghost voice kind of thing. All right. So you can say, hi. She say, hello. Say, hello. She say, hi. Hi. क्या कर रही है? So either तो she'll become a ghost with you only, or she'll stay over there only. कुछ नहीं. अच्छा. कुछ भी नहीं करती तो क्या? And when you start laughing, then she will start laughing. Understand my point? If you say, यार तेरी आवाज कितनी क्यूट है ना चूहे जैसी. This is one way to say it. यार तेरी आवाज कितनी क्यूट है ना चूहे जैसी. And she also start laughing. It is a very subtle thing, but this is a magic difference between the first thing and the second thing. When you start laughing, it is contagious. She also starts laughing. How many of you understood it? Please repeat the assignments. So assignment for day 2 is this, which is written in front of you. Day 1 was, for the next 30 days, you need to do the activity which you did yesterday. You did 2 activities. One is breathing her beauty, looking at a beautiful picture. Rather than avoiding these Instagram pictures, breathe her. And second was visualizing as if whatever girl you are scared of, already you have done things with her, already she is your girlfriend or whatever, and then let her go. Love everybody. So yesterday, whatever we did, it was your assignment for repetition. You will become a lover. This assignment will make you a joker. You will kind of unleash your joker inside only if you keep on doing these things. 2.5 Men is great, but focus on Charlie Sheen only. That's why I don't suggest these type of things, because it's like kind of, if you keep on focusing on everybody, you will become a nice guy, or you will become a very weird type of guy, which I don't want you to become. That's why I watch Californication. It's such an amazing show. That is my favorite show. And I keep on watching that after every 6 months, just to kind of, you know, stay in the game. It's like such an amazing show, such an amazing thing to learn from that person. Completely blown away. All right. Now, few advanced concepts about humor which you would have never kind of understood before. Humor to create kar lenge. What is this thing? Advanced concept. Concept of anchored joke. Anchored joke. Concept of anchored joke. Anchored means which is kind of anchored in your brain, which you can repeat. As I told you, You don't repeat the same jokes many times. Jokes are something you can repeat. Flirting is you never repeat. Jokes are you can repeat, but वो घिसते रहेगा. Anchored joke is something, yes, you can kind of repeat it for a long time. That's why they are called anchored. Anchored means you kind of anchor it in her brain and you can always repeat it and have fun. And I'll tell you examples. Something you can do repeatedly and laughs all the time. You anchor the joke which only you both can understand. It's like a kind of a special thing between two. Example one. I'm just worried कि record हो रहा है ना. Awesome. Example one is, for example, this is something I did once when I was on a date. It was not my first date, but I was dating this girl. So, hey, look at me and start blinking your eyes. And she said, what are you doing? Oh, did it turn you on? She said, what? No. Oh, I saw that on Google. I have to give bad review to that website now. I'll do that after going back. So, hey, look at me. Start blinking your eyes like a maniac. Does it work? I'm just trying to turn you on. Oh shit, I saw that on Google. It doesn't work. Oh my God, I'll give a bad review. So, this is called an anchored joke. Now, how is this anchoring? Because you did this such a stupid thing that first she'll laugh, and then every time you are with her and when you are staring at each other, she will do this. Because you have anchored this joke which can be repeated. How many of you understood the concept of anchored joke? Type in the chat box. It is a type of joke which she can also repeat. All right. Mimic how bimbo girls talk. For example, if you're talking, bimbo means beauty without brains, basically. So bimbo girls are like all those type of gold digger type of girls who are like, oh, my life is this, that. And I don't know how she talks, so I am not a bimbo girl, but I don't like bimbos. All right. This is what I say to every girl. And I can also extend this thing by saying, they just talk like this is so weird. I'm just feeling so tired. And this becomes an internal joke between two of you, and she starts laughing. And what amazing thing is going to happen is, when you're going to go out on a date with her and you are just having fun with each other, she will try to imitate a bimbo in front of you. That she will become a bimbo. Oh, Joskron, please, please, pass that plate, and try to make me laugh. Because I made her laugh, I anchored this joke inside her brain. Now she can repeat it to make me laugh. This is how powerful this is. That's why it's an advanced thing which nobody taught you. If she laughs, she will talk like this to make you laugh every time you meet. These are just examples. You can make these type of jokes on your own by thinking about it. Oh my God, I can do this also. I can do that also. For example, your voice is like a Mickey Mouse, and do the impression of a Mickey Mouse. And whenever she's laughing, you always do or whenever you are also laughing, she also starts doing this and she starts kind of imitating you also. Can you explain this again? Explain what again? Explain what again? Bimbo is somebody who has beauty without brains. So bimbos, as per my definition, talk like this. Hey, this is so hot today, and kind of an American accent. And this is how I'm going to tell her that this is how bimbo girls talk, and it is so weird, but it kind of turns me on. And if I say this to her, on every date, she's going to try to, at one point, try to talk like a bimbo just to see, oh, did I turn you on? Yes. I'll say, yes, you turned me on. And this will kind of become an internal humor, but a little bit sexual also. If you want to make it sexual, every humor can be made sexual also. Always remember that. Like recently, I am talking to a girl and we have this anchored humor between us. Ki whenever I call her, I imitate her voice because she says hi in a very weird way. Like, I don't know, I can't say it. So, hey, she always says this in a very, cute, feminine voice. Hey, because her voice is weird, but it is so cute that whenever I imitate it, I always say, hey. And sometimes whenever I call her, she does not speak for the first 10 seconds just to hear this from me. This joke is anchored now. Every time she will laugh. If you repeat it too many times, then it won't, but it will go for a long way. How many of you loved this concept of anchored jokes? Type in the chat box. Yes! I do this on Tinder and Bumble. When a girl is turned off, I tell her that I'm researching and asking her what turned her off and give her a few options. 4 to 5 have replied, and then I tell send a message. Thank you for your feedback. This will help us on future endeavors with other girls. And mostly she starts talking again because we get a new topic. Yes, this is a very funny thing. You kind of figured it out. How did you figure it out, Atul? The reason is because you opened up your brain and you kind of forgot about yourself, and I kind of, opened up the possibilities that I can make laugh. I don't have to follow the strict lines which Jaskaran gave me. I can create my own lines because principles you learned from Dating Mastery and you applied it. Agree? That joke WhatsApp wala, again I say it to girl who is in with friends. I asked her WhatsApp chalati ho, bas itna bola, and she started laughing. But I asked batao na. Then she says हाँ. Then I said धीरे चलाना चालान हो जाएगा. Because see, this is called anchored joke, but Master Prashant, whatever you are doing is you are kind of, upgrading that joke again and again, and now this creates such a mystery in her ki now what will he say? So if you have to do this only, then keep 10 versions of that joke so that whenever she says, you always make her laugh. This is again a great technique. It's called anchor jokes with different versions. Same joke you're going to say with different versions, different stories behind it. Like whatever Prashant did. Correct. This is a very amazing thing, and you can create so many versions. ध्यान से कहीं accident ना हो जाए. All right. Awesome. Yes, we should have 8-10 versions to say over call in front so that things do not get boring. Exactly. Hey, this will get boring one day. I know that. But I keep on doing different things like this, different things. So it will never get boring. Keep on making combinations. And sometimes be also serious. If she says hello, say hello also. I forgot to tell you one thing which I thought of telling you today. How many of you loved that concept of unpredictability? Yesterday I told you, don't be a single personality guy, be unpredictable. How many of you loved that? But the problem is, like, the concept says that whenever a girl asks you any normal question, you don't answer her normally. It's like, for example, on the basis of that concept only, in Just Explain Women's Brain Day 2, I teach you, whenever a girl asks about your business, job, you always make it in a funny conversation. So that was the principle behind it. But the problem is, there is something called prediction of unpredictability. You can write this down on your front page. Front page pe likh lo ye. There is a concept called prediction of unpredictability. What does that mean? For example, if she asks you any question seriously, and you always have this kind of attitude, you always have a joke or a flirt coming, and then you answer her question. क्या कर रहे हो? If she asks you, what are you doing? And then you say, I was just thinking about you. Were you actually thinking about her? No. This is the joke you are saying. I was just thinking about you. Or I am talking to you. Tell me, what are you doing? And she'll laugh. So the point is, you always have something weird and unexpected to say. I told you that, right, yesterday. Always have something weird and unexpected to say so that you never become predictable. Always stay unpredictable. So I already told you that yesterday, but what am I telling you today? She will also predict your unpredictability. What does that mean? She will understand that तुम सीधे मुंह जवाब ही नहीं देने वाले. You will never say to me anything straightforward. And this is kind of, she is predicting your mysterious nature. So this also becomes boring. It is not that easy. This also becomes boring. If she already always knows that you are going to say something mysterious, no matter what you say, she is going to think, oh my God, you just have one personality, that you are so mysterious only all the time. So sometimes you need to break her prediction of unpredictability by actually answering her question straightforward. For example, if she's asking me, "Kya kar rahe ho?" I was actually thinking about you from the whole day. And she starts laughing. Shut up. Batao na kya kar rahe ho? And then I tell her that I'm working on my workshop. Second day, she asks me, "Kya kar rahe ho?" I'm talking to you. Tell me. And then, nahi, pehle. And then I tell her I was working on my workshop. Third day, I ask him, "Kya kar rahe ho?" Ulta latka hu, to bata. I'm actually hanging upside down. You tell, what are you doing? Having fun? And she says, "Batao na kya kar rahe ho?" I'm actually working on my workshop. So 3 times I was unpredictable. Now 4th time, she will already predict that I'm going to be unpredictable. But 4th time, if she asks, "Kya kar rahe ho?" I'll say, "I'll working on my workshop." And she does not expect that. And once you're able to do this also, this is a very advanced thing, then she will just let it go. I can never understand this guy. And this is the position you need to have. How many of you genuinely got more clarity and a bulb on moment at this point? You always don't have to be mysterious. Otherwise, so she'll understand you are mysterious. And once she'll understand you are mysterious, you're gone. Once she'll understand you're mysterious, then also you are kind of predictable and boring only for her. मेरे साथ ये बहुत बार हुआ है. Creating too much of mystery, she's saying, यार, you never are ever serious only. You have to be serious also sometimes. That's why you kind of break her barrier of predicting the unpredictability also. लड़कियां बहुत तेज हैं, कुछ टाइम बाद वो खुद भी यही करने लग जाती हैं. Correct. Humor. Now this is another type of humor. Funny routines. This is I use. It's a long joke. Routine means, by my definition, routine means a long joke. It's a joke you play for 5 minutes. So I'll teach you 2-3 funny routines I do, and you can also make it up. I made these things up. Na? I was doing this many years. I just did not know I was doing this subconsciously. Funny routines. A long joke which you play it around, in which you already know what is going to be the consequence, because you are kind of the leader of that joke, and she's always, you're kind of showing her a movie and you are kind of closing her eyes. That's why this picture, you are kind of closing her eyes. You only can see where it is going. She doesn't know. And you are kind of being a director of that movie. How? What's your height routine? This is something I already showed you in Just Explain Women's Brain also, when at the end I show you the chat, but I did not make you analyze it. What am I doing? This is something you can use. आज ही जाके करो ये चीज. Use this on one girl and you will see the result. What's your height? What's your height routine? I say this. Hey, what's your height? She says 5'4", 5'5", 5'3". Usually girls have heights below 5'8" only. All right. So you say, wow, and nothing else. If you want to copy me, Copy me exactly, otherwise don't copy me. मसाले मत क्रिएट करो, वाओ ये वो एंड उसको कंबाइन कर दिया. नो, कॉपी मी, वाओ. आफ्टर दैट, व्हाट्स योर height routine? Height. She laugh or whatever, but you say wow and nothing else. And now she's like, is he making fun of me? What is it? What do you mean by wow? इसमें wow क्या है? Then you say you are perfect for catching a hidden mouse under the bed. And she says ha 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 ha. This will make her laugh until or unless she's a grumpy girl who does not have kind of, you know, happiness in life, अपने ही दुनिया में है. Stay away from such girls. Then you ignore whatever she's saying. Do you dance? She not much, or she might say yes, because many girls do dance. They like dancing. Do you like dancing? You can add the word like also, but anyways, not much, or yes, or I'm not a professional dancer, or something she'll say. You say, if we dance together, you need to step on my shoes to reach to my sexy eyes. And she'll say ha 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 ha, and you kind of heels. What does this mean, heels? Heels means actually I'll carry this conversation in a way that you can also use heels, and you can ask her, what is your height after wearing heels? So heels ke baad you can write down, what is your height after wearing heels? So kind of you're involving her into a story of your own zone only, where she is going to dance with you, looking at your sexy eyes, and this is a kind of little bit of flirting also with her, humorous also, weird also, lame also. And this is a joke you can play. This is something you can do on messages also. Mostly I've done this on messages also, but recently I've done this, you know, just a month ago on call also with a girl, so it also worked there. So after heels, you can write this down. What is your height after heels? And then she might say, if you say, why will I dance with you? Then just say the word temptation. Don't put any smiley, anything. Just say the word temptation. I'll tell you one more hack also. I'll tell you one more hack of emojis. How many of you want to learn this emoji game? हाँ लिखा ही हुआ है वो तो, इमोजी गेम. मेरे पास ना वो नहीं है. Stay away from smiles. Stay away from smile emojis. Write this down. Stay away from smile emojis. If you really want to smile or wink, use this semicolon, bracket close, colon, bracket close. All right. Stay away from actual emojis most of the time. Because if you would have seen it, whenever a guy who does not use emojis too much, and whenever there is a guy who uses too many emojis, do you sense a difference in their personality? That the guy who is not using emoji, he's more intelligent. He's kind of more intelligent, more mature. He finds more mature, and someone who is emoji after emoji after emoji kind of is a kiddish guy. So girls sense your intelligence through this emoji game also. How do I know that? Because I was the type of person who used to use a lot of emojis. Because I used to be very emotional, so I used to use a lot of emojis. मेरी आदत थी, हर बात पे emoji, हर बात पे emoji. Girls understand this is a stupid guy. He's a like kiddish guy, and girls sense somebody who does not use any emoji, as if I want to talk to this guy now, because he seems to be kind of, because in real life Girls want a guy who is funny. But on WhatsApp, the only emoji which is funny is that laughing emoji in which you are crying. It's like the tears are coming out and you are laughing like crazy. That is a very funny emoji on WhatsApp. Only when you're actually saying something funny. Or the emoji wo wali. And third is wink. But instead of wink and smiley also, I start use this only. Semicolon and bracket. This shows you're more mature. Because I have experienced that whenever a girl talks to me like this without any emoji, I always kind of sense that she's intelligent. And whenever a girl is talking to me by sending so many emojis, I understand she's a kid. Bachchi hai wo. How many of you experienced that before? This is so powerful. This analysis is so powerful. This is how you are portraying yourself also. You don't have to portray yourself. You're a kid. You have to be kiddish. But actually you are a kid. Then she'll get turned off. What about the heart and kissy emoji? Stay away from hearts. Stay away from hearts in which the heart is coming out until or unless you have already been intimate with her. Stay away from all the hearts in the world until or unless you have been intimate with her. This means a wink. Vishnu, this means a wink. It's a wink. Like this. So mostly use emojis which is laughing like a crazy person, like this. This one which Shabayan has used. I can copy paste. This one which I am pasting. This is an amazing emoji to use. Stay away from smiles until or unless you are just like colon. This is a smile emoji. You should use smile like this. This. And this is a wink. These are the 2-3 emojis I play my whole game in. Nothing else. And one is wo wali. These are the 3-4 emojis. And when things get a little spicy, then I start using the emoji of lips. Like I want to kiss you. I use the emoji of lips when things are spicy with that girl. I'm not talking about being intimate also. When you have just talked about kissing also, then you have this kind of you have this green signal from her to use this emoji now. Understood the emoji game? Smosh. Stay away from laughs. Stay away from using so many emojis. Whenever you're going to laugh, use 2 like this. That's it. If you're going to use so many, she'll understand you're a kid. Because if you see intelligent girls, they are not sending these kind of emoji after emoji. They are like, if they're laughing, they only send 1 or 2. How many of you have seen that before? How many of you have seen that in girls? If you're talking to an intelligent girl, she's going to use 1 or 2. If you're going to send 10, she'll think you're a kid. So kind of start learning from girls only. Why are we attracted to certain type of girls? Because they are so mature. And this is the emoji game. So say temptation. Did I use any emoji? No. Let her understand and imagine whatever I am going to tell. You know why do I avoid emojis? Because I want her to imagine herself whatever she wants to imagine, and I always keep an open loop rather than me directing her. Okay, I am saying this from one feeling. Let her be confused. From which feeling did I say this temptation? How many of you got a bulb on moment at this point? Type in the chat box. And second note is, if you really do, you only don't have a good height. If your height is 5'7", 5'8", then forget about this joke and move on to the next one. You can't use this joke then. All right. This is something which I use to create a little bit of spice in two ways. After I have already talked to her once on call, and the next day I did not text her, she did not text me, and the next day also it went like this only, and the third day I start with this. I make her laugh and then I say, I miss you, I want to talk to you. What? Hands up, arrest routine. What is this? Hey, hands up, you're under arrest. And use this emoji, detective wali. Nothing else. Don't laugh. If you laugh, your joke is gone. This we are doing on messages. That laughter which I said ki you laugh along with your jokes, that always happens face to face, and that also happens in very specific cases. She, haha, why? She always say haha. You have committed a hideous crime, Missy. She'll say, where is the warrant? One girl actually said to me, where is the warrant only? And I was not expecting. But she might say, where is the warrant? Or she might say something else. What is my crime? I need, because she also starts playing along with your joke. Because girls like this kind of thing. I need to present you in front of a magistrate within 24 hours without warrant because the crime is so big. What is this? This is actually true. When the crime is so criminal nature, murder or something like that, yes, I don't need to present the warrant. मैं उठा सकता हूँ direct. And this is actually law. I know that because मैंने CA में पढ़ा था वो. And I need to present you in front of a magistrate within 24 hours without warrant. So this also, if she knows this, she'll think that you are intelligent. Oh, you are not just joking around like a monkey, you are intelligent also. You know this. And she might, at the end, she'll say whatever she'll first of all saying. Afterwards, at the end, she'll come to say this only, what is my crime? And you cannot be allowed to look that cute. You're killing us, guys. We cannot be allowed to walk around like that. You are dangerous to society. And she will start laughing. How many of you genuinely loved it? Can you use that on any girl you're not talking from a long time? Or you just talked 2-3 days ago and now you're not able to understand how do I call her again? All right. So if you have a good rapport with her already, then you can carry this further and make it a little sexual also. This is something I made in reality. And also, please remove your clothes. I need to arrest you naked. I can't take any chances. You might be hiding explosive underneath. Only if you have a good rapport going on with her. Otherwise, avoid this and end this over here only. And then she will laugh, or she will say shut up, or she'll stop talking to you. So don't say this if you don't have a good connection going on with her. All right. This only happens on stage 4. You are on stage 1. That is humor. This happens on stage 4. That's why I said that to that girl, because she was on stage 4. I did the same mistake by doing this on stage 1 also. And she never talked to me again. All right. So then you can neutralize this humor game and say, be very cute to her. Call me, I miss you. And then she'll call you. What is this? Why can't I directly call her? Yesterday, remember, we guys always want something from her. I do this principle where I give her laughter, give her this story, give her this experience, and then I am eligible to ask her to call me. How many of you think she would be more interested to talk to you on call now? Type in the chat box. And how many of you loved it? Tell me. You can use this directly. Boom. Then talk over call afterwards. She will have a different vibe only for you. She will have a different vibe only for you. Even if the call was weird, the first call was weird, now you're trying to neutralize that weird call also. Now she'll come with a feeling of, laughter only towards you. All right. This is also my favorite thing and is so kiddish, so weird. It's called Doraemon or Shinchan routine. This routine gets so intense with girls. I just recently did it 3 days ago. And for 2 minutes, she got so angry and I am laughing like crazy. Because that girl liked me and I was trying to play that, if you don't answer me this thing, this is the last time I'm talking to you. She got scared that you're asked because you're going to ask a very serious thing. The what is this basically? Do it on call, it'll be more fun, but you can do it on WhatsApp also. Be very serious as if you're actually going to ask very serious thing from her. In these routines, there is one rule. Don't laugh yourself. Only laugh at the end of your joke. So, hey, now this is how I actually did it. Notice how I'm saying it on call. Hey, I actually want to ask you a very serious question. She, ask. No, I mean, it's actually very close to my heart and it is something we should have already discussed about, but it is very serious and I don't know how will you react. And she says, yes, ask. Whether we carry this thing which is going on between us, this conversation, it would be dependent on this answer. And I don't know now, how can I ask this question? It is kind of, I don't know. She says, पूछ ना क्या ड्रामे कर रहा है? Then you say, बुरा तो नहीं मानेगी यार, थोड़ा सा weird है, बुरा तो नहीं मानेगी? She'll say, now many girls say, depends on your question, बुरा मान भी सकती हूँ, चल रहने दे, बुरा मान जाएगी तो रहने दे. बुरा तो नहीं मानेगी means, बुरा तो नहीं मानेगी means you won't feel bad, na? You won't feel bad about it, right? It's a little weird question. So she might say, depends on your question. Then you say, okay, let's leave it. I think you will feel bad about it. Or bata, what are you doing? And then now she gets curious about it. What was it? And ask me, I won't feel bad. Okay, I promise I won't feel bad. And then I ask her, promise? Pakka? Promise? I'm very scared now. And she says, promise, okay, promise. I won't say anything to you. It's okay. In your childhood, which one did you like the more? Shinchan or Doraemon? And start laughing like crazy. She will get angry. You. तो कितनी क्यूट है यार, तो पागल बन गई, पता ना. If you were here, I would have just kissed you. And this is at the end, you kind of diffuse it, you kind of start complimenting her, and you kind of, this is how you escalate things also basically. तो कितनी cute है. If you were in front of me, I would have hugged you. All right. How many of you first loved it? Type in the chat box. And you got a bulb on only that these are also the things you can do. I was drinking water and reading the conversation here. Can we use this face-to-face Doraemon wala? Yes, I think it can. Just need to keep the serious face. Yes, exactly. First call. Yes, first call just at the end, but I would suggest second call is better. Because second call, it will work better. Second, third call, it will work better because she needs to like you also for this. Because otherwise, so she will not feel that you are trying to reject her. She needs to like you also. I don't get because it is mostly in Hindi. So Vishnu, I'll repeat for you, don't worry. I can replace Doraemon and Shinchan with a lot of other stuff. This is potent. All right. So Vishnu, for you, I'll repeat it fully in English. First line, hey, I want to ask you a very serious question. She says, ask what? It is actually really close to me and serious. She says, yes, ask. You, whether we carry this conversation would also be dependent on this answer. With a very serious face, she says, ask, ask. Poochna means ask, ask. Write this down, Vishnu, for yourself. Poochna means ask. You won't feel bad, right? It's a weird question. You won't feel bad, right? I am repeating for you so that even if you watch again, so you will understand this. Then she says, depends on your question. You say, let's leave it. Let's leave it. I think you will feel bad. She, now ask, now ask. Now I want to know. What is it? Then you say, promise. Promise you won't feel bad. She says, promise. I won't feel bad. I won't say anything to you. Tell me. Then you say, in your childhood, which one did you like the more? Shinchan or Doraemon? And start laughing like crazy. She'll say, BC means bhanchod, matlab it's a slang in Hindi. So she'll start either cursing you by saying something in English, and then you say, you're so cute, yaar. You're so cute. If you were in front of me, I would have hugged you so tightly or kissed you on your cheeks. And this also creates that sexual tension also. And now she's you kind of fucked her world, inner world. You kind of fucked her emotions only because she was expecting something else only. You gave something else only. All right. Curiosity kills the cat. Third type of humor is, so these were all funny routines. Funny routines. These are like long jokes. You can create your own routine. I just shared few which I use. Self-deprecating humor versus pulling her legs. Self-deprecating humor versus pulling her legs. Always start with making fun of. Always start with making fun of yourself first. Always start with making fun of yourself first. And then it kind of subconsciously gives you a permission to make fun of her also. All right. Do not be mean in any way. Like self-deprecating means when I forget to say something, I was actually once talking to a girl from Bumble and I forgot about a story I was saying because she kind of broke my pattern. And it sometimes happens, right? It sometimes happens now. You get blank. Whatever story you were saying, she disturbed you, that you forgot only what was the point of the story. So then you get very conscious and curious that what should I do? Then I have this thing where I am like, oh, sometimes I forget. I'm like a Gajni sometimes. This also makes a girl laugh. All right. So this way you can self-deprecate yourself. One of the self-deprecating is, what if by chance you spill a drink on a really pretty girl or spill something or kind of disturb something? Oh my God, I'm so stupid. What a stupid guy I am. I spilled drink on the most beautiful girl I have seen in locality. If you have the guts to say that in a cold approach, but I have done that not in a cold approach. I have done that once. I by mistake was sitting in classroom and did it. But at that time I got conscious also, but I said this not with that precision, but with the preciseness you can say this to make her laugh also. So anything related to self-deprecated, like this thing also, okay, do you wear thong? Okay, fine, I also wear it. Or something like you're trying to become a girl only in front of her. Girls like it. This becomes very cute for them. if she asks you, are you gay or something like that, and you actually start acting like a gay, she'll start laughing. All right. So that is called self-deprecating humor. You kind of start making fun of yourself only. Yesterday, I gave you many examples of self-deprecating humor. Where? Type in the chat box. Where? Remember, I gave you a concept of how do you diffuse a nice guy personality. How many of you remember it and loved it? How many of you remember that concept? How do you diffuse a nice guy personality? By actually becoming a nice guy, by telling that I am a nice guy. I am a typical simp. So this is also a self-deprecating humor only, basically. All right. So you can write example, diffusing a nice guy personality, day 1. So you will understand many examples of self-deprecating from there. Second is, fourth point is dark sexual humor. Dark sexual humor. This is risky. You don't use this most of the time. You don't use this most of the time on stage 1. But you can use this humor on stage 4, because humor is something which goes on all the stages. Humor is a personality. It is not like you become a humorous and then when you go to stage 2, you forget humor. No, you carry these things. This is a cumulative stages. That means stage 1, then at stage 2, you have to have stage 1 also. At stage 3, you have to have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. At stage 4, you have to have all the 3. At stage 6, you have to have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, 4, 5, 6, everything. It's a cumulative stages. You don't jump from one thing to another. All right, you keep on carrying this forward. So it is risky. So I would first ask if she can handle it, or say something to first diffuse the risk. Can you handle this? It's a little, something very naughty came into my mind. So when I have to say these kind of humor, even on stage 1, which I not normally do, but even if I have to do that, how do I diffuse it? If she says something which has a double meaning, so either to if I'm on stage 1, so I can stage 4, so I can say that. If I'm on stage 1 and 2 only, then I'll hold back. And if I have to really say it, then I ask her. Something really naughty came in my mind. And then if she gives me permission, then I ask her, like, are you sure it's actually very sexual? And if she gives me permission, okay, fine, tell me. And then you can say whatever the fuck you want because she asked you to. Understand the difference? So if she wakes up from date and says, I have to pee first, then say, permission granted, bring the sample back too. She started laughing because it's dark. Why are you asking sample of her pee? Only if you have dark sense of humor, then use it. All right. So another example is, if she talks about relationship, that honesty is the binding force of relationship, you say, oh, I thought it's laughter and hot steamy sex. That's what my grandma told me. This is funny. And this is something for which I won't even ask permission for this. Third, discussing about favorite actors, ask her, so which actor makes your ovaries vibrate sitting in cinema hall? This is something I can ask permission for. You understand the difference? Like, I'll give you an example of a sexual humor. So what happened was, me and that girl was talking on call. It was our third conversation. So already I was on stage 4. And we were already kind of had very sexual tension, too much of sexual tension. I never met that girl. I met her on Tinder. So we actually like each other a lot. So what happened was, at the end, we were talking about hands. Ki, I have a hand fetish. Do I have? No. But I told her I have a hand fetish. I like a girl's hands. These are so cute. Maybe I do. I don't know. I really like a girl's hand. So she said, yeah, बहुत cute से होते हैं. And then something sexual came in my mind. What came in my mind is she holding my dick. That came in my mind. And then I had this awkward silence because I was thinking about that. And then after 10 seconds, I said something very sexual, something very sexual came in my mind. No, I said something very naughty came in my mind. She said, me too. She was also thinking about the same thing only. So do this mostly when you are already on stage 4. It will be a lot of fun because whatever you are thinking, mirror neurons are going to be passed, and she's also going to think. This is the power of sexual humor, but combined with kind of an awkward silence, that she also starts thinking about that thing only. All right, last is, how many of you love this? You can create so many sexual humors like that. Mostly these are the things I keep on noticing in movies, TV shows, or something I create and I use it first and then tell you. Everything I have told you here, I have used it. You have to use this humor only in stage 4. You have to use this humor only in stage 4 if you are an absolute beginner. And if you're able to handle it, you can use it at any stage by asking permission. Something really naughty came in my mind. If she says what, then I tell her, no, leave it. It's very sexual. And if she's curious, tell me, it's okay. Then I'll tell her. Understand the difference? How many of you understood the difference? Type in the chat box. Fifth is called kiddish humor. Kiddish humor. Kiddish humor, being a kid with her. Arm wrestling with a girl on dates. Many guys ask me, what do I do with girls on date? What do I talk about? And I ask them one question: why do you think it is just talking only you do on dates? So they start thinking about something sexual. I said, no, this is what you do. Do anything stupid you do with kids. Arm wrestling with her. Acha, so you think you have more strength than me? Okay, let's do this. And you play this game. Now this creates sexual tension also. You're touching her also. Thumb fight, you can play with her. You can play with her, stone, paper, scissor, anything. Thumb fight also, you can write this down. It's a great point. Thumb fight, you can play with her. Do you think girls don't do that? Girls love it. This is what girls crave for with guys. Guys are so serious all the time. How many of you got serious in your past dates ever and you did not understand what to do exactly? How many of you have experienced that and you didn't even know, मैं क्या बोलूं, क्या करूं? I don't know. It's so awkward. You can seriously tell her this only. Let's check किसमें कितना दम है. And have this arm wrestling. It's so stupid. It's kiddish. But girls like it. Second example is, there is something on your shirt. As a kid you used to do that. How many of you used to do that? Oh, there is something on your shirt, and when he looks and you're like, how many of you have done that in your past? बचपन में करते थे ना? There is something on your shirt, and when she looks down, you kind of, and she'll be like, yeah, when will you grow up? And I'll say never. She'll be connected with you now. All right. बचपन में सारे ही हरामी होते हैं. Smack her nose. When she says something cute, then I do many things. When she says something cute, if I am in a restaurant or if I am in office, wherever, if I have a book or if I have a menu, then I pick up the menu and bang it on her head. Boom. If she says something cute, funny, weird, I pick it up, bang it on her head. Or I'll take her hand and bite it. All right. Stare at her and pull your tongue out. She will do the same. We already did it. This is a kiddish humor. And with this, we complete our stage number 1. How many of you loved stage number 1 and you have a clear-cut pathway of how can you make a girl laugh within 2 seconds, 5 seconds without even saying anything intelligent? How many of you loved it? Type in the chat box. Yes. The point is, if humor was everything, so do you think stand-up comedians would get laid every day? No. Humor is just a green signal. And sometimes it does not have anything flirtatious or sexual also in it. Even best friends have humorous things. There are many best friends, you are very kiddish with them, but they are not your girlfriend. You're not sleeping with them. So let's move to other stages, but let me give you a break for 5 minutes. We'll meet at 9:25. All right. वॉशरूम जाओ. Hello, welcome back. I hope you are all back. And let's start with our stage number 2 and kind of swipe up the game. You all are back, right? Type in the chat box. Are you back? सर्दियां विच बाथरूम बहुत जाना पैंदा है कोच. Correct. Six stages of love, pathway to her heart. बहुत पानी पी रहा हूं ना इस वजह से. This is where it gets a little spicy. What makes a girl unfriend zone you? Type in the chat box. What makes a girl unfriend zone you? That she does not friend zone you. You will never become a friend zone if you start doing this. Flirting. Correct. Flirting skills. Lokesh is saying romance. Romance क्या होता है? How will you show romance? Flirting skills. Flirting and smooth talking skills. Romance to Lokesh, you are talking about stage 5. Flirting skills. Flirting and smooth talking skills. All right. Now there is a difference between naughty and being sexual. There is a difference between naughty and being sexual. These are the two type of flirts. I told you yesterday also. These are the two type of flirting you do. You start from being naughty and then you ramp it up to being sexual. Avoid anything sexual in the starting. Start with being naughty first. Like, how can you become naughty? Calling her cutie pie, or in a line mentioning that she is cute, or hi cuteness, sweetness. Simple. I actually start using this only. After one phone call, after one phone call, all right, I start using this only. Don't do this on the phone call. Get the girl on phone call, and then after the phone call, when you're going to text her, or when she is going to text, hi, what are you doing? Hi, cutie pie. Hi, cuteness. Hi, sweetness. This is my favorite, cuteness. I always say this. My favorite was cutie pie years ago, but now this is my personal favorite, cuteness. This is very weird. Cutie pie, to many guys say. This thing is kind of different. All right. So, 3 main components of flirting is what to say, how to say, and when to say or do anything. So what to say is a ready-made content, phrases, jokes, which I already will give you, but you will kind of get this from many TV shows and movies also. These are like ready-made straight jacket solutions. How to say or do anything is the delivery. So whenever I'm going to say anything, stage one is the initial interaction with a girl. It has nothing to do with number. Stage 1 is humor, and you should always be funny with girls. All right. So how to say or do anything means how am I delivering it? So sometimes I say something in a very serious note. Sometimes I become voice modulation in a way that I actually become very deep about it. So always kind of see how am I saying that, and kind of you can notice the way that actor or anybody you are following on that TV show is also saying. It's kind of a delivery. How is he saying that? All right. When to say is the timing game. Only I can teach you. No TV show, no movie, nothing. This is something which is a personal capability of people. Only I can teach you by analyzing it. This is something you will never understand from any movie, TV show, or anybody. All right. Concept of mirror neurons. Concept of mirror neurons. Now, this is a scientific concept, mirror neurons. All right. This actually is also known as like yogurt knows yogurt kind of concept, where she will mirror you how you portray yourself. It also stems from you. It all stems from you. Whenever you're going to talk to a girl, why do girls get awkward? Because kind of you get awkward and they sense it and copy you. Sometimes when you are laughing, why do girls start laughing when they see you laughing? Because unki bhi awkwardness hoti hai na. You think girls are like these super confident creatures. How many of you had that kind of belief system? You think girls are like these super confident creatures. They kind of copy you only. If you are coming from a very lonely mindset and you are depressed, she'll also be depressed by looking at you. So if you are confident, she'll be confident and the conversation will be great. If you are shy and awkward, she'll also become shy and awkward because she's trying to copy, mirror neurons. If you are feeling funny or flirty, she'll also come to that zone. I have sensed that so many times. When I become flirty, I cutie pie, she also come to that sense. Initially, she called me with a different sense, and as and when I used ghost voice, she comes to that sense of being a flirt with me. So this is something called pacing and leading also, but it happens very subconsciously. If you are feeling funny or flirty, feeling it, that is the first rule of flirting skills. If she likes you, she will do the same. This is where the concept of assumed familiarity actually came. When you are going to assume she's your best friend, she's also going to assume that you are friendly. Have anybody used that technique after Just Explain Woman's Brain? Has anybody used that technique and saw the result that whenever you are frank with them, they also become frank with you, and somebody who is being weird with them, they become weird with them? So this is not something I made up. There is a scientific concept called mirror neurons. The way I talk with girls changes since then. Yes. This is a concept behind it called mirror neurons. They are just going to mirror you. Now let's see what are the flirting tools. These are the power tools of flirting you need to have. These are the 4 to 6 power tools I'm going to give you. 4 है कि 6 है? पहले 6 थे, but 2 I removed actually. वो बेकार ही थे. These are the 4 basic power tools you need to have. Now I'm going to ask you one question. Proper eye contact. But one question I would ask. I could have pasted any picture over here of Hank Moody. This is Hank Moody. He is the guy from Californication. I could have used any picture. कच्छे में क्यों उसकी पिक्चर निकाली है मैंने? Why did I use the picture in his underwear? What do you think would be my purpose? To show what? Confidence is one thing. Yesterday I taught you one concept. Yesterday I taught you one concept. Dash lifestyle. Autonomous lifestyle. Do you see his confidence in underwear also? Our eyes go there, and whenever we look at his face, we forget that he is not wearing anything else. This is called mirror neurons. It is all about your eye contact. How is your face, your aura, your body, even if you are naked? Some people are so conscious about their own naked body because they think they don't have a good body. But that is true. You don't have a good body, then make a good body. I'm not asking you to make 6-pack ab. Go work out and be proud of your body. And when you will be able to be open by looking at yourself naked only, when you will be like, kya tagda banda hu main, then to you are going to develop this confidence again and again, again and again. How will you be naked in front of a girl? You understand my point? If you are not able to be like looking at your own naked body without a sense of shame. How many of you do that? Type in the chat box. I used to do that. I used to look my own naked body when I had a little bit of stomach. But as and when you stop sensing that own shame for your own body, then is when you are going to be comfortable in your own skin and have this autonomous lifestyle. So proper eye contact is the one power tool. Proper eye contact is the one power tool. Understand, eye contact is so powerful. If you don't look at somebody in their eyes, she will see you are a flaky guy. So eye contact gives hundreds of GB of information in milliseconds to guys. Just the way you look at girls will make you either he's a feminine nice guy or is a masculine genuine guy. Milliseconds to guys, what you feel about yourself and her, the way you look. उसने नीचे कच्छा पहन रखा है, what do you think? अभी तो उसने eye contact में उसने specs पहन रखे हैं, but what do you think about this guy? Do you think he's a nice guy or do you think he's an extraordinary genuine guy? What do you think? You did not even watch Californication, assume. All right. So it is all about the looks. How are you looking at her will give her a sense. How do you think about yourself? All right. So yourself and also her. The way you look gives her the presence. For example, if I'm going to talk to her, hey, what's up? और मैं इधर उधर देख के बात कर रहा हूँ, हाँ हाँ सही कह रही है, उसकी आंखों में देखने का दम ही नहीं है. And I am talking like this, hi, what's up? Yeah, right. She'll get a different type of zone only with this guy and the previous guy. So if shows confidence and comfort in your own skin, a real man can look a woman in her eyes. So no matter your body, even if you have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger, ripped like him, and if you're not able to look a woman in the eye, you are not a masculine man. Period. Simple. Masculinity means you are able to look a woman in the eye without getting scared. How many of you, be very honest, because truth will set you free, are not able to do this with girls? Type in the chat box. How many of you not able to do this with girls? You keep on trying to avoid eye contact. Start doing this from today. And in UDM also, I gave you a concept. Now I gave you this stare game you have to play. Why are you not playing it? Look her in the eye, pierce through her eyes. No matter what she thinks. When you're talking to her, don't stare her from afar. When you're talking to her, give her full presence. Look her deep in her eyes as if you are looking at her soul through her eyes. And then see how she sees you. I did this with a girl in gym. First day eye contact game. Second and third day I talked to her. Fourth day because of workshop I had to finish my gym fast and didn't talk to her, telling her I have work to do. And today she approached me and asked me my name herself, and she's damn hot. So ask her number. What are you doing for 4 days? Sometimes happens with me back in the past. So yes, the proper eye contact you need to have, otherwise forget it. Sometimes she knows that I am looking at her and she on purpose do not look. Who cares? You know why do girls don't look? Because they kind of start liking your look on their face. Just because you are confident, she can also blush. And when girls blush, they don't have eye contact with you. You understand my point? Just because you are confident, she can be confident or she might not be confident. And you're kind of scaring her or making her blush and shy. And when girls shy, they start looking away. And you keep on looking at them, but from the corner of the eye, she knows that he's looking at me and she kinds of enjoy it. The same scene happened in the movie Before Sunrise. Was that movie? And in that, the girl said, "Ki I like when you stare at my eyes, and when I look away, then you keep on staring, and that is what I enjoy." But what we do is, when a girl stops looking, you also stop looking. I found the girls are looking at me. I don't know this happens with me or everybody. Most of the time, I found the girls are looking at me. This is something which happens with everybody. We think we are the center of attraction, so we think girls are looking at me. I used to think that all the time. See, everybody looks at you, every point of time. Everybody looks at you every point of time. You're not someone whom people are going to ignore. It's just that whenever someone is looking, we catch them. It's just that why do we think about girls specifically? Because we are interested in girls, so we kind of keep on looking at girls, so we catch their eyes, and men are also looking at you. So it is not something just because they like you, that's why they are looking at you. Everybody is looking at everybody. In gym or anywhere, this is a syndrome which I also used to go through. I thought I am the center of attraction, everybody is looking at me only, and I used to get more cautious. Now I'm like, I enjoy this limelight. If you're looking at me, boom, good. So I kind of changed my mindset only about this. All right. So play with this psychology in your head. Now, this is the psychology. Play with this psychology in your head. Yes, we are dangerous. I am dangerous actually. And I'll tell you how. On stage 4, I'm going to tell you how dangerous I am. So play this psychology in your head whenever you are staring a girl in the eye, that I know you like me, but let's pretend that as if you don't. In your mind, keep saying, I know you like me, but you are trying to pretend as if you don't. Okay, I'll play your game. This is a psychology which will show through your vibe to her. This is confidence. Like, for example, if a girl says to me, don't try to kiss me, I don't kiss guys on first date. Nice guys are like, okay, fine, I won't. And genuine guys are like, I know you want to kiss me, but let's pretend as if you don't. And then you start laughing on her this objection. And at the end, you kiss her. You see the confidence? This is the psychology behind it. How many of you just close your eyes and think any type of girl you are not able to stare into the eyes, but you have this kind of mantra going on in your head. I know you like me, but you're just trying to pretend as if you don't. Let me also play this game with you. And you kind of are curious. You know the reality that she likes you. She's just pretending to not to like you. And your whole confidence will only change. How many of you loved it? Type in the chat box. मजे आ रहे हैं? Whenever you're going to talk to a girl, always come from this kind of attitude only. Second, power tool of flirting. Smile versus smirk versus laughter. Smirk means an irritating smug face. It shows ego. ये भी जो छपरी है. Now, this is a smirk. I can look in a girl's eyes, but sometimes it happens that it goes on for too long. What to do then? It goes on. See, you don't have to stare. Whenever she's talking to you, look. You also sometimes look away, but also look. It's not like you're staring in her eyes like a robot. Nobody likes that. All right, you don't have to stare. You just have to look at her eye. You also sometimes look away. ऐसा robot नहीं बनना. But you also have to break the chain. ऐसा नहीं है you're talking to a girl. No, not like that. All right. So with that eye contact, you have to combine other things also like this. Let me ask you a question. I did not teach this concept, but according to your own understanding, yes, same like talking while looking into the camera. You don't keep on staring at camera. You keep on look away and all that. That's why you like the way I present things. I keep on looking away. I do stupid things. I'm filling the water also. I'm not feeling awkward because I am so comfortable with this society. And you are also making me feel like a part of family only, as if मैं कोई workshop ले ही नहीं रहा, हम दोस्त बात कर रहे हैं. How many of you feel that in my workshops? As if मैं कोई workshop चली ही नहीं रही, दोस्तों के साथ बातें कर. All right. So understand, let me ask you one question now. Look at this face. This is called a smirk. Do you think girls like it or not? Genuinely type in the chat box. Do you think girls like it? Now you will be confused. Tension creation. You told in UDM they like it. I just introduced the concept. I did not tell you the full thing. That's why I'm asking you. Yes. So some people are saying you told me this, that, and some people are saying no. Some people are saying, some people are confused what to do. No. Smirks are creepy. Girls don't like it. Smirk actually is the biggest sign of ego. Smirks are biggest sign of ego. Girls most probably like cuteness more than this. So smirks are creepy. I know I told you in UDM, but I also told you one thing, that I am just giving you an overview. Ki smirking is still better than smiling like monkeys, but that is not the full game. You see, smirk means an irritating smug like this person is doing. Do you think girls like this face of yours? What nonsense? No. It shows ego and your cockiness and attitude. A little bit matlab 5% is fine. But women hate it mostly. Most of the time I have seen this thing when I have this murky kind of photo, she doesn't like it. And when I have a kind of photo where I'm not reacting anything, or I am smiling, or I have this kind of face, which I'm going to teach you how, always the girl becomes a fan of me. And I'll tell you what is that. So what do women really want? What women really want? This is the concept I only created because this is something which I notice men do, is called half smirk. It's called half smirk. Nobody teaches you that. They think, oh, smirking means this type of smirk. But this is attitude. This and this, it has a lot of difference. This is attitude. This is a half smirk. How many of you see a subtle difference between the two things? For you, it can be a subtle difference. For a girl, it's a big, huge paradigm shift only altogether. This gives an attitude of this is a difference between bad boy and a genuine guy. All right. So what do women want? Half smirk. It is a subtle mixture of smile and smirk. You are smiling also. How do you smile? No. I think that she's cute. Yes. So this is the big smile. This is normal smile. And this is smirk. Smiling from one side, basically, but not too much that it becomes a smirk. So it's like a perfect mixture and in between smiling and smirking. And once you start having this habit, I have this habit of making this face whenever I'm talking to a girl as if I'm curious. And I'll show you how. How do I make my eyes also accordingly? So I make this, my eyes also curious along with it. See my eyes now. This is the eyes you normally have whenever you're talking to a girl. This is the eyes you have as if you are some kind of serial killer. You have always have an eye contact or eyes of a detective. You can write this down. Always come with an eyes of a detective. What is she saying? Curious. And then when you have this half smirk also, this is the best face you make with girls, that you are also attentive to her and you're kind of fun also because you're not too serious. You are smiling also, smirking also. It's like you give a complete picture of your face and she's not able to understand what to say, do exactly. Half smirk again. This is the half smirk. Kind of my one lips is a little bit aside and I am kind of smiling and smirking at the same time. I'm not making this guy. This guy is like comes off as full attitude. How many of you seen so many Insta profiles or Tinder profiles or any profiles with this kind of face? Do you think girls are getting attracted to these kind of guys? No. No. Never. Do you feel like talking to this guy yourself? No. I feel like he's so much of attitude. Fuck him. Who cares? Can you smirk and half smirk after that? So this is a smirk. This is half smirk. You understand? पता ही नहीं चलता मैं smirk कर रहा हूँ. Smiling without teeth. It's like she doesn't understand. I'm smiling, smirking. What am I doing? It's almost poker face with a 1%, 2% smile. It's almost a poker face. This is a poker face. This is a smile. Difference समझ में आई? This is what girls like. Let me tell you, this is what girls like. What do women want next? Laughter. Laughter is something you can do from starting only. It has no boundaries, nothing. Ha ha ha. Everybody likes laughter. So it shows that you are desiring her in a naughty way. You're desiring her in a naughty way. Tell me. You're thinking something naughty about her. But it is not creepy smile that I haven't had sex in 5 years. Please sex kar le mere saath. Or I fuck every day. So it kind of a bliss point. Smiling is not at all bad. If she's also smiling, you also smile, it's fine. But avoid it in the starting. But sometimes I also start smiling with them also. So it's not a bad thing. It is just that if you do it excessively, then it turns a girl off. Laughing and smiling are very different things. If you have to laugh, then laugh from the starting also. I will not stop you because I do this all the time. You can laugh in the starting as much as you want. If you said it actually funny, something funny, you... क्या लिखा है ये मैंने? If what you said is actually funny, but the same cannot be said for smiling. All right. If you said something funny, you start laughing yourself, even if it is just a first interaction only. It's okay. Smiling, I can't say the same thing for that. Yes, exactly. Whatever you think, do smile the same way. If you think about something naughty, that I know you like me, you're just trying to pretend as if you don't. Do you think this is a smirk? Do you think this is a smile? No, nothing. But in my mind, I'm thinking she's naughty. Achha? You understand the differences? It's very subtle. It comes with practice. What is the approach you're going to have? While approaching a girl, always have a curiosity in your eyes, as if you are Sherlock Holmes. As if you are Sherlock Holmes and listening to her really carefully. What is she trying to say? And really interested in what she's trying to say rather than worrying what she thinks about you. This is the mindset shift only. It's like we kind of start noticing our curiosity in them rather than what she is thinking about my dressing sense. Who cares? You need to smirk very little and squint your eyes. Now, this is the concept on which I'm going to teach you very practically in online dating mastery by creating your profile pictures. But I'm going to introduce this concept now. There is a concept called you are dash sorry. What sorry? You are Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. So there is a concept called squint. All right. There is no word in dictionary called squinch, but there is a YouTuber, I forgot his name. He kind of introduced this concept squinch. You know, what is a squinch? Squinch means kind of curious Sherlock Holmes eyes, where you kind of bring the below portion of your eyes up. There is a lot of difference. If you click a picture like this and if you catch a picture like this guy seems more confident, and you can see an example here also. Now this guy somehow looks creepy, the left guy, because of his eyes, and right guy looks so confident. And what is the change? Nothing. Left guy is smiling and looking, and right guy is squinching and half smirking. How many of you saw a clear difference and also got a clear picture and a bulb on moment? It is so important to how do you even use your eyes when talking to girls. It gives so many milliseconds. In milliseconds, it gives so much of information about what type of person you are. This is how girls judge you so fast. So eyes that she feels your real presence rather than sensing your fear. Girls can sense your fear from face like a snake. Snakes also sense fear, right? If I'm not wrong. Pacing and leading. Say something silly and start laughing, and see 90% of the time she would also start laughing with you. We already discussed this happens. Say something funny and start laughing. You know, this sometimes this also happens. I said something funny, she did not hear it, and when I start laughing, then she starts asking me, what did you say? What did you say? I said nothing. You lost my train of jokes. All right, this also happens. So laughing yourself is very important. Exercise. Step 1. Every day. Now bring your assignment page. All of you have your assignment page na? Type in the chat box. Do you have an assignment page? अभी बताया मैंने 1 घंटे पहले. Bring your assignment page. Now this is your next assignment. And write this assignment down. Write this down. Don't mention, oh, please refer 15, page 15. No, write this down. It will take you 3-4 minutes, so it's okay. Write this down. Every day, look in the mirror for 5 minutes and say in your head, I know you want me, but let's pretend as if you don't. And look the way you would be looking the girl. Kind of, you'll start giving this look to every girl and she'll sense your confidence. Then use this step 2 on your friend girls or any girl you keep on, meeting in office or anywhere, maintain gym and eye contact along with a smirk only for 2-3 seconds, not much. With all the women you meet every day, maintain it, stare in their eyes for 2-3 seconds, then look away, then again maintain it. This will make you habitual to maintain eye contacts. All right, I'll give you 2-3 minutes to write down this on your page so that you can do this consciously. You will understand. Otherwise, so you will not go through this whole giant workbooks. All right. After you're done, just tell me how many of you are done. Please repeat the line. Which line? Line is written here only, na? On exercise. आज भी टाइम लिमिट क्रॉस कर देंगे. टाइम लिमिट क्या है आज की? I'll tell you कितना टाइम लगेगा. 11:30 तो बज ही जाएंगे. Exactly. I said the same thing in UDM also, Atul. It is the same thing like awkward silence also. Once who looks loses the game. Do we have to squinch eyes normally also? First eye contact. I always keep that. It's a habit. I always keep this only whenever I'm talking to a girl. First eye contact only. From first second only when you look, you kind of start squinching. Because you're curious to know what she has to say. This curiosity gives a lot of confidence to girls. And when you are like this, like a deer in front of whom headlight came. And then this shows that kind of you are not conscious and you are conscious and you're not comfortable. These are very subtle signs which girls understand. I hope you have written this thing. Let's move on. Touching. Art of touching. Now, art of touching, I have a separate topic altogether. We'll discuss about it on day 4. Just a little bit, I'll tell you. Touching is very important tool in flirting. Mirror neurons. If you are comfortable touching her, she'll be comfortable with your touch and touching you also. Simple. So I have this kind of congruency formula, and that is, if you don't start touching a woman early on the date, then at the end, if you went for the kiss, it comes off as very incongruent and awkward and stupid, and they will not kiss you. Like what? Like snakes. They will not kiss you no matter what. So touching, refer art of touching on day 4. You can write down on day 4. But if you are not touching her on the full date, and if you go for the kiss, it would be very awkward. So you have to keep on touching her. Literally after 10 minutes, after every 5 minutes, you touch her somewhere. All right. I just can't keep my hands off a girl. I keep touching a girl after literally every 2-3 minutes, every time. जानबूझ के पंगे ले रहा होता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ. I keep on talking with my hands. And this is how it becomes kiddish also many times, and it creates sexual tension that I'm so comfortable that at the end it becomes natural only to kiss her, because that is the only part I have left touching. 30-second rule. How many of you remember 5-second rule? 5-second rule is for talking. 30-second rule is I always have for touching non-sexually. I'll teach you all that on day 4. Touch her hands, arms, shoulders, head, treating her like kid, like if she's saying something weird, picking up a book and banging her head. This is my favorite thing to do. Within 30 seconds of meeting her, or initial hug when you meet her, within 30 seconds you have to touch her somewhere. ये rule बना लो. No matter you are on a date or you are just talking to a girl in gym or wherever, if she is close to you within 30 seconds, you can also, like, you know, punch her shoulder. कितनी पागल है तू, or something like that, very cute. All right, this is not something कि if you meet a girl for the first time you have to do that, but if you do it and specifically on date, so you have to do that. All right, if you meet somebody in a cold approach and all that, if you do it, good. But ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई mandatory है, but on date it is mandatory. At 30 seconds you have to touch her, and you have to keep touching her after every 4-5 minutes, so that she gets comfortable with your touch. That's the reason I make them sit with me adjacent rather than face to face. All right, इसके ऊपर ज्यादा नहीं बोलूंगा मैं, क्योंकि anyways I'm going to convert it. Fourth is confident body language. This is how he is standing. Now he is sitting अपने पूरे, you know, 2 पैर चौड़े करके बैठा है. This is confident body language. All right, he would have also said कि यार ऐसे closed body language. Confident रहो तो अपना चौड़ा घूमो, तुम्हें क्या लेना देना है. All right, and when I started learning these things and I was sitting like this, no matter how much anybody says, how are you sitting, forget it, because girls are going to like it. Guys might hate it. So who cares? We are not living for guys. We are actually doing these things for girls. So nervous and tense body language will make her also nervous. Be open with your body language and own it. Fake mat karna. Relax your arms, hands out of your pocket. Sit openly rather than crossing your legs. Girls want to feel your masculinity so that she can go in her femininity. You should not be swayed off by anything. She rejecting you, topics of sex she's talking to, तो तुम अपनी body language close मत कर देना. तुम ऐसे ही चौड़े हो. For example, you are sitting and you are sitting like a king. Keep sitting like a king. Why are you leaning down with her like a girl? Let her lean down. You keep sitting like a king and you keep talking to her like that. So this will show your body language as being very confident. These are the 4 power tools of flirting, which are kind of subconscious flirting. Genuinely batana, how many people update, type in the chat box. वही तो है ना, I told you this thing only. बचपन से तुम्हें उल्टे पुल्टे ही काम सिखा रखे हैं. मम्मी ने सिखा रखा है ऐसे मत बैठो, वैसे मत बैठो, गुड बॉय बन के बैठो. All right, गुड बॉय चीजें काम नहीं आती हैं when it comes to girls. Girls like bad boys, that is the point, but with a genuine touch. Now, being naughty and flirt rather than making any concepts and all, just directly come to examples and you will come to kind of build in your subconscious mind, what do I mean by flirting? All right, just directly come to examples and kill this game. After kissing the girl, this question I want to ask you, how many of you have ever kissed a girl and then you never discussed the kiss? After kissing the girl, or even after having sex with a girl or making out with a girl, you never discussed about it on call. Why? This is such an amazing topic of discussion. Because once you discuss it and ask her, this becomes such a naughty topic and she relives the moment. And even if it was a weird normal kiss, on a scale of 0 to 10, if it was for her, kiss was 5 on 5, 5 on 10. Just because you discussed it, now she kind of relived the moment and think, oh, it was not that bad also. And once you say it was amazing for me, then she'll also say, yeah, it was amazing for me also. And she'll actually forgot if it was a weird kiss, bad kiss, normal kiss, and she'll start thinking as if तुमने कहीं ना कहीं उसकी memory ही change कर दी. But if you don't discuss it, you lost a chance of this flirting game. All right. Second, I love your sweet voice. Please sing a song for me. I want to meditate every morning with your voice. Now, this is something I said to a girl the first time I was talking to her after 1 hour. Her voice was so sweet. I said, I want to meditate every morning with her voice. And she started laughing because nobody says these things to girls. Nobody knows what flirting means actually. So many guys, what they do is, they are good at singing. So they sing, they start singing because they are good at singing. But they never ask a girl to sing for them. They never ask a girl's pictures. They never ask from her anything. Ki, you sing a song for me. She will get more connected with you if she sings a song for you. But guys are like, let me sing a song for you. And they never ask a girl to sing. Always do that. Third, this is you do only when you are at stage 4. All right. So you can write this down. It's a stage 4 joke. I told you, na, in stage 4 also you flirt. So this is a stage 4 joke. Whenever she says anything double meaning, even if it was not double meaning as per her meaning, but you kind of found a double meaning inside. This is, I use most of the time. I learnt this from Californication only, but bachpan mein, I saw Californication at the age of 20. And there Hank Moody says this. Whatever double meaning any girl says, that he says, and I'm hard. So for example, once a girl was saying, we were talking about oranges. And she was saying, हाँ यहाँ पे oranges थोड़े सस्ते हैं. She was in Bangalore. I said, and I'm hard. So oranges means basically I am trying to suggest that I am talking about your boobs. All right. तो हम हिंदी में बात कर रहे थे. यार संतरे कितने सस्ते हैं वहां पे. So I kind of make this face Akshay Kumar one. And this is but only when you already discussed and you are already at that stage 4 kind of thing. Whenever she says something cute, either to you take her hand and bite her hand. This is sexual, little flirtatious, but this is flirting. You pull her cheeks. This is my favorite thing to do. I always pull a girl's cheeks. I also sometimes do this also. It is not just on dates. I do this with every girl. So whenever a girl is saying something cute, I am feeling that she's so cute. I told you, I am a lover. So my hand automatically goes on her face and slaps a little. Oh, pagli. Like this. Oh, pagli. I have done that in jobs. I have done that in meetings. I have done that with my seniors. I have done that so many times. Oh, pagli. When she says something cute. And it is a risky thing, but kind of I own it. So never has any girl said anything to me, no matter what happens. Because I kind of subconsciously understand at what point I have to do that, what point she will not say this thing. Because she's laughing, smiling, so like, oh, pagli, pagal. So this is something in art of touching also I'm going to teach you. So you can do this. Taking her own hand. This is also one thing I do. Biting her hand, become a little more intimate. Which stage can be done? Yes, I told you, stage 4. Stage 4. Anything sexual, if you are not comfortable over here, stage 4. When she says something normal, this is something I do. I want to slap her face because she has said something cute, very cutely. But I am kind of not at stage 4. So what I do is I take her hand only and slap her only with her hand. This is something I do many times. And this is a less risky thing, but it is more cuter. when she says something normal and you picked up a double meaning in it, I always say this. Now, this is something you can do at this stage only. Hey Bhagwan, kitni tharki ladki hai. Chi 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 chi. All right. This is something you can do. She's a coach, trainer, teacher. This means, oh God, how horny this girl is. You, Vishnu, you avoid this because this can only be said in Hindi. You avoid the 6th point. She's a coach, trainer, teacher. So sometimes you can become cute and flirty like this. If you were a trainer, can I also join? I would never miss a class. I would join extra sessions just to get trained by you. डॉक्टर है, डेंटिस्ट है, तेरे जैसे डॉक्टर्स होंगे तो I would love to get sick every now and then. Vishnu, this means if there are pretty girls, doctors like you, I would love to get sick every now and then. Lawyer, CA, consultant, professional hai, I would love to get in financial troubles every now and then just to see you. I said एक साथ उतारेंगे तुम. Amazing, Tarun. Employees, it would be so much fun if I was your junior. Now, don't say senior, because senior kind of girls are already conscious about it. Ki seniors already harass girls. So say junior. This is how you become socially intelligent. Remember day one concept. I would make reports intentionally with a lot of mistakes. She will ask you why, just to see your face more often. And she'll start laughing. Remember, this is not you're going to do with a girl you are working in a job. This is you're going to do with a girl you're talking who works in some other company. All right. ये कोई एक्चुअल में अपने सीनियर के साथ नहीं बोलना ये. How many of you are getting a clear-cut idea of what flirting actually means? Type in the chat box. And here is where flirting thing ends. Because इसके ऊपर तो कुछ नहीं है. This is just, you just have to make up this stuff and flirt. How many of you love this thing and kind of opened up your brain of what flirting really means and how is it different than just having a laughter with her? It is different. All right. Just remember this face, his face, and this is the attitude you should have. Curious, but also sensitive to her reaction. Stage number 3, and this is the most important stage which most guys skip only. Most bad boys never come to this stage. And they are just thrown away by girls on stage number 1 and 2 only. Most bad guys try to skip from 1 and 2 to directly 4, and they never come to this stage because no girl respects those bad guys. This is where the things get interesting, and it's a blue color thing now. What makes a girl respect you? Type in the chat box, what do you think? Intelligence. What else? What else? Intelligence is not just one answer. What else? Aim in life, busyness, being genuine. All of your answers are correct. What else? Passion. When we are busy with our purpose in life, yes. Working on our goals, when we respect her vision, yes, that is a good point. When we respect her vision also. What else? So kind of you're saying the same thing, and it is actually true. Everything you're saying is right. In one word, if I have to sum it up, She has to see that you are intelligent. She will never respect you if you're not intelligent. More than her. Write this down. Intelligent, but more than her. Only then she will respect you. If you are just intelligent, but she's more intelligent than you, she will never respect you. She will never fall for you. She wants a man who is superior to her. She always wants a superior man who is better than her. Better humor, better intelligence. All right. Women, respect your intelligence, deep thoughts, honesty. Don't be an open book. All right. All these things which you told me is actually true. Women respect dash men, busy men. Women respect busy men who are not free for texting her all the time, even if she says she wants that. Don't believe her. Women respect busy men. Women respect high value rocket men. Yesterday I told you a concept of rocket men, right? High value rocket men who are like a rocket. They have some vision in life. Rocket men. More on this I'll teach you on online dating mastery. What does this mean? You need to kind of show her that you are worthy to fuck her. Simple. So no matter how much you keep on flirting and making her laugh, you will never get anywhere near to her heart if you are not superior to her. Women respect busy men, high value rocket men. Honesty and open book. Honesty, but don't be an open book. All right. They like honesty. Don't give too much of details. Understand? They like honesty. Don't be an open book, means don't try to justify, give too much of details, puke your feelings. Be honest. Give one line, two phrases, words, or very short answers like that. I'll give you examples. Don't worry. अभी तो शुरू हुए हैं respect का. अभी क्या है? Everything I'm going to give you an example for. Like for example, if she asks you how many, like this thing which we did in Just Explain Woman's Brain, na? How many girlfriends have you had? Are you lying to her? Yes, exactly. Are you lying to her? No. Are you being too honest to her that you are being an open book? No. What you are doing, if she says how many girlfriends have you had, what do you have to say? I'm sorry, I don't kiss and tell. I'm sorry, I don't kiss and tell, sweetheart. Am I being honest to her? Yes. But what if she keeps on asking and we have been dating from or talking from many times? Please not tell me now. Yesterday only, yes, no, day before yesterday only, I was talking to a girl. She like, पीछे ही पड़ गई वो मेरे. Please tell me how many, what's your magic number? I don't kiss and tell, baby. I don't kiss and tell, baby. I don't kiss and tell, baby. Okay, tell me at least how many serious relationships have you had? Then I told her. You understand? Then I told her, one. Nothing more than that. One or two. Few. You can use these type of words also. Few. Just few. And how many girls have you slept with? Few. You understand my point? So what really happens is, when she is very persistent about it, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell, I don't kiss and tell, keep on saying that. And when she's like very persistent about it, you can say, yeah, okay, few. Not more than you. Something like that. So always keep vague also. Be honest also. Few. Is it few? If you have slept with 50 women and you are saying few, then you are lying. But if you have slept with 2-3 girls and you say few, then you are honest, but you are not being an open book. Understood the difference? How many of you understood the difference? You're not actually telling her being an open book. What do you do full day? And you're telling whole story. I wake up at this point, do this, do that. Just nothing. I was working on my workshop from morning. What about you? Was I actually working on my workshop only from morning? No. Understand the difference? What if we never been in a relationship? Then keep on saying, I don't kiss and tell. I don't kiss and tell, sweetheart. I never kiss and tell, sweetheart. Keep on saying that and keep on being in an open loop with her. Why do you are not obligated to tell her anything until unless she becomes your girlfriend, and then tell her you are my first girlfriend. All right. Women respect busy men, high value rocket men. Genuine guys always remember, don't try to be genuine, they just are trying too hard. So this is going to be really fun now. How do you cultivate that respect in her eyes? If a girl says, you're not my type, I only fall for extraordinary men, she's testing you. This is a test. Do you think you're extraordinary? Now, nice guys will come into this explanation and try to prove how extraordinary they are, or ask her what does that even mean and all that, because he's taking her statement so seriously. Oh my God, you like extraordinary? I am extraordinary. But understand, genuine guys don't try to be genuine, they just are. Bad boys, he's going to go for some sexual nonsense remark or will get pissed off. Who do you think you are, bitch? Or something like that. What extraordinary? Who do you think you are? Genuine guy, fuck if I know. If a girl is asking me or telling me, I just fall for very extraordinary type of guys. Do you think you're extraordinary? How do I know that? I don't think so. I tell her that and diffuse her question only because if I am genuine, I don't need to prove myself. I don't think so. Or fuck if I know extraordinary or not. I don't think so. I am an ordinary as a man can be. This is called confidence. How many of you got a clear-cut picture? How many of you would have done things in nice guy category? Be very honest. How many of you would have done things in nice guy category if you would have been in this situation and kind of tried to prove that you are extraordinary? You actually diffuse her question only by accepting that you are not extraordinary. Or fuck if I know. The single remark will show confidence and too much comfortable in your own skin that you are not trying too hard. This gives a girl kind of a chase. He doesn't chase me, he doesn't want to chase me. It's like tum kutte ho, you're a dog and she gave you a bread and you don't want her bread. That is what a genuine guy is going to do. If she is giving you a bread and you are grabbing her bread, you are a typical nice guy or a bad boy. Simple formula. Don't grab her bread. She's giving you her bread and you will with an attitude, fuck if I know. Then she'll respect you and she'll say, yeah, this is the first human thing you have ever said. All right. She said, I fought with a guy once because he did not like Rihanna songs. This is something which happened with me. It's a very specific case, I'll tell you. A girl said to me ki there was a guy I was dating and she was not dating, she was his friend. So she said ki that guy did not like Rihanna songs. I love Rihanna, she's a babe, I love her. And I fought with him once because he did not like Rihanna songs. And me personally, I don't like her. So what would I do if you don't like her too? What would you say? Nice guy will be like, try to like whatever she likes. Oh my God, yeah, she's nice. Or something like that, which he does not mean. And that is such a lie. Bad boy will be like, try to talk shit about Rihanna. That bitch. Or something like that. And genuine guy is like, I also don't like Rihanna too much. Now she kind of gave you a bait and you did not take it. She said, you better like Rihanna. And I am an autonomous man. I said, I don't like her. Masculine strength. She said, what? Then you start laughing. She says, why? Then you don't say that she's bad or anything. Just say, I don't know, no reason. I just don't connect with her. This actually happened. And then she said, what? That's weird. And she did not fight with me. Boom! This is how you handle these things. You don't become a chindi guy trying to like whatever she liked. How many of you have done this, being fake and trying to like what a girl like, even if you don't like it? How many of you have done that in your past? This is such a fake thing you people do most of the time. We try to like things which we genuinely don't like. A girl told me at gym that she doesn't like Punjabi songs and don't want to go to parties where Punjabi songs are played. I said, I don't care about songs, just want good company with me. If you genuinely feel that, then there is nothing wrong with it. If you love Punjabi songs, then you should have fought with her. What are you talking about, dude? Punjabi songs, Shere Punjab, Jaan hai. And then you would have made her laugh also in that thing. But if you genuinely feel that you don't care about Punjabi songs yourself, then it is fine. All right. So understand this thing. इस पे बाद पे आऊंगा मैं. This thing happened in another way also with me, that a girl I was dating and she said that I love cricket. Now me personally, I don't care about any sports. I don't like cricket. I don't watch cricket. I don't care. And she said that I was matching with a guy on Tinder and he said that I don't like cricket. I instantly unmatched him. And then I instantly said to her, oh my God, if you would have unmatched me also. She said, what? You don't like cricket? I said, no, not at all. She said, why? I said, I don't care. I did not bash about cricket that it's a waste of time like that, although I think about it. But see, you have to kind of be genuine about it, ki not too much, not become a bad boy personality, ki tumhara hi point of view sahi hai. It's just, I don't care. Diffuse it and move on. All right. Same conversations about God. I don't believe in God, but it's not that I say ki I don't think God exists. I always say I don't care. Even if he exists, I kind of believe in myself and doing things according to me. And girls are always like, huh, that makes sense. Rather than fighting with her and saying ki prove me God is there or prove me God is not. I don't care. Stay away from these kind of topics. Always end with I don't care. I think I don't connect with it. This is the best diffusion if you don't want to fight with anybody. But sometimes fighting is also good because it anyways brings emotions in a guy. Now, an amazing topic I'm going to teach you is that force to strive. Force to strive is a topic I always use to create a respect in a girl's eyes very fast. ठीक है? I'm going to go little fast क्योंकि already मैंने सारा कुछ लिखा हुआ है. I'm going to just explain it to you. Telling her your comeback story. Telling her your underdog or comeback story. Telling her your comeback story. Can I ask you something? How many of you want me to end this now and let's carry this thing tomorrow? Type in the chat box. क्योंकि आज बहुत ज्यादा भारी सा लग रहा है मुझे, बिकॉज दिस इज गोइंग टू गेट लिंक्ड विद टुमारो, सो तुम कहीं ना कहीं मिसमैच कर जाओगे। हैवी हो रहा है, आई नो बहुत ज्यादा एग्जांपल्स हैं, काइंड ऑफ मुझे मन ही नहीं कर रहा है ये पढ़ाने का अभी के लिए। ऑल राइट, सो करेक्ट, आई डोंट वांट टू गिव यू दैट, अदरवाइज तो तुम्हारा दिमाग ही फट जाएगा। सो इट्स ओके। अजीब सा हो रहा है मेरा कभी कि यार बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल इसमें, इस टॉपिक में बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल है, सो ये मैं आराम से फ्रेश माइंड से पढ़ाना चाहता हूं। सो आज के लिए मीटिंग यही खत्म करते हैं। ऑल राइट, खाना वाना खा लो, एंड कल हम मिलेंगे, एंड वील कैरी फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक ओनली, एंड वील कैरी विद द डे 3। ऑसम। रिकॉर्डिंग बंद कर देता हूं मैं। ठीक है, चलो खाना वाना खा लो। गुड नाइट एवरीबॉडी, आई होप यू एंजॉयड इट। लेट्स हैव नींबू पानी एवरीबॉडी। हाँ हाँ, एवरीथिंग इज कवर्ड, नो वरीज, आई डोंट लीव एनीथिंग। थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। सी यू टुमारो। कल बादाम खाकर आएंगे सारे। ऑसम ऑसम, चलो गुड नाइट।